Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up, man. We back, baby. We back with another highly underrated sports podcast. Yes, sir, man. We back, baby. We got, of course, the boy Miguel in the building.
What's up, everybody? You know we back at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we got something real special for y'all today, man. We got our third host in the building, my boy Jay Hose. We gonna call him Hose though for short.
Hey, what's the deal, everybody, man? I'm glad to be here, man.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
Yes, sir, man. What's going on, man? Hey, man, it's been a crazy week, man. Crazy week. A lot of stuff been going on in these sports, man. A lot of stuff going on in the sports world. But we definitely here to bring it to y'all, man. First and foremost, we here to bring y'all the real. Bring y'all our takes, man. Bring y'all the real takes, not them first takes. We bring y'all the real takes. You feel me?
No Stephen A.
No Stephen A. No Stephen A.
Bring y'all the real takes, not the first take. I like that.
Hey, look, for everybody who tuned into the last episode, look, I know y'all, I got a lot of feedback with my boy Miguel with that split. Matt Ryan joint half Colts, half Falcons.
You was bonus for that, bro. A lot of people blew my phone up over that, too.
He's salty. I put him on blast. So
bro, you got the split? You got the throwback too?
He definitely got the split, right?
But you got a split jersey?
Bro, this dude, come on, man. He said I had the Matt Ryan throwback Falcons / new Colts. Number 2.
That's very interesting.
Matt Ryan, look, hold. If you don't know, Matt Ryan is his favorite player. My dog. So you don't remember that? You don't remember that day? Matty Ice. You don't remember that day when we was watching the game?
I didn't know you worked for Liz, bro, with all this cap.
My boy was ordering. I seen
bro.
him ordering the half Matt Ryan Colts, half Matt Ryan Falcons.
That shit hella nostalgic.
The split joint. I had already caught him outside. On one of his off days.
That might be tougher
with the
than
Matt Ryan Falcons on.
That might be tougher than the Jordan Bulls Wizards joint.
Bro, this dude. He had my brother call me like, big bro. You had the split joint?
You
real?
do, bro. You do.
We 10 years apart, so some stuff he don't remember. So he really think. I said, man, you don't get off my phone. You don't stop playing with me.
Man, my boy got the split joint. I ain't gonna cap.
Whatever, man.
Hey, but look, I just wanted to let you know, bro. I just wanted to let y'all know, man. Leave Miguel alone for having the split. Man, Ryan is man, bro. Leave him alone. It's okay. He got the split.
I got you.
It's
know
okay,
I got it. You
bro.
know I got some heat.
It's okay. Just get up off him, man. Y'all catch him outside with the split joint on. Just give him a little what's up, head nod, little
Man.
pound.
God bless.
Yeah, I mean, let him cook, man. Let him cook. But man,
God bless him.
For real. But man, let's get into it, man. It's a lot going on in the sports world today, man. Let's get into it. So look, what I want to kick it off with y'all boys first with, I want to get y'all boys' take on this.
It's very interesting.
The Broncos, the Denver Broncos, man, fired their head coach, bro.
Needed to have.
They fired Hackett, man. What's the word? What's going on?
Because he couldn't hack it.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
That was like that. I like that. Hose. I like that.
So
If
look,
you can't hack it. You can't hack it.
Hey, look, let's kick it off. Let's kick it off with Hose. Then,
Yeah,
Hose, what's your take on this, bro?
Okay.
They got rid of Hackett, man. Let us know what's going on in your mind with this one.
So this is my personal opinion. You can have a title, but that don't mean you qualified to run the boat. Like, you can be the head coach. They say he was the offensive coordinator with Green Bay. We ain't never seen him.
Never.
Every time we saw him on TV, who we see? LaFleur.
Facts.
LaFleur was calling
That's
the
a
plays.
fact.
Aaron Rodgers went to LaFleur.
That's a fact.
Wow,
I didn't know that Hackett existed. I didn't know that man.
come on.
And now the rest of the world know that we didn't know that man. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
We'll never remember that man,
No.
honestly.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna be a trivia question on ESPN.
Yeah, that's it. And nobody's gonna be able to get that answer right.
Nobody.
Yikes. Man,
And if you
not
put his
lying.
picture up, nobody gonna know. Put him on the milk bar.
Man, what's his name?
Nathaniel
I don't know him.
Hackett.
You can't trust somebody named Nathaniel.
That's a fact. All the people who name that thing that may watch this are sorry. But hey, I'm sorry, Nate. Little Nate. Little Nate. But Gail, man, what crossed your mind when you first got this news, bro?
Like I said, man, it need to happen. It need to happen. He wasn't, man.
Y'all gonna hate my opinion.
If you look at that roster and the pieces that he had, and you not winning no games, bro, you gotta go. And they ain't waste no time. This new ownership they got, they said, bro, we need winning now, not later. We need it right now. Like my wife tell me, I don't need it done now. I need it right now. I don't need my car to be warmed up now, baby. I need it warmed up right now. That's what they was thinking about winning. And they made their decision, man. And ultimately, I think it's gonna be a great decision because I think it's a lot of good coaches out there.
For sure. Especially if the Sean Payton thing is
Oh
true.
man, you gotta say to Sean Payton.
So
We gotta mention that. The best coach on the market right now, hands down.
unfortunately, I feel like these boys gonna hate what I got to say because
You about to touch a soft spot in my heart.
I feel like I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like Nathaniel lost his job because of Russell Let's Ride Wilson.
Stop it.
Russell Wilson is the reason why he don't got a job today. If Russell Wilson would have been half of what they pay him to be, what they thought he would be, Hackett would still have a job, bro.
It's too soon. It's too soon to say that.
It's not too soon to say that because Russell Wilson been playing like trash. They not winning games, which is the reason why they got rid of Hackett, right?
I'm not gonna argue that my boy Russ been playing like trash. I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah, nobody would.
But at the same time, if I'm being led by trash,
That's all I can.
how can I be something better?
Exactly.
Russ supposed to be he weighed 200. What they paid him? 230. What they pay Russ?
He like
How much is it?
250
230?
almost.
Listen,
You
Deshaun
almost-
Watson got 250 and hadn't played a game in a year and a half. We're not finna do this.
So this
Russell Wilson.
We're not gonna do that.
So Russell Wilson, to me,
Okay.
the reason why I say this is because if you look at the roster, they got hella talent.
For sure.
But if you look at Russell Wilson numbers, they're depressing.
Unproven talent.
horrible.
Offensively, unproven talent.
They're
Okay,
horrible.
I'm not mad at that, but you still, but you would rather have these guys than not have these guys, right?
I'll say this. From a collective, outside of the last 2 years in Seattle, this is probably the best group collectively from a talent perspective. But productivity, I don't know. Sutton stay hurt. Hamler's tiny. The tight end's been the best person offensively on their roster. He's a rookie.
Okay,
That's not, and the offensive line been banged up. Let's just be real. He's running for his life.
fair enough. But like you said, collectively, you
For sure.
still saying it's better than Seattle. So my only rebuttal to that is you couldn't give us at least that same performance.
I think
Because I don't think that the Broncos' problem is everybody else. I think their problem is Russell Wilson.
I'll say this. I think it's a mixture of both. Where sometimes you don't realize your grass was super green. Pete Carroll,
fact.
listen, we gotta start really talking about Pete Carroll as like one of them goats.
We got to.
Everywhere he been outside of his early days in the NFL when he failed,
Yeah,
USC, Seattle, Midas touch.
that's a fact.
Midas touch.
That's a fact.
He touch it, it turned gold. He found a way to turn water to wine. All right. Pete Carroll might be baby Jesus, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So what you basically saying is Russell Wilson been ass.
You're not finna do that because
No,
I'm
no,
a
no, no, no.
I'm
That's what he
a
said.
Russell
He did
Wilson.
not say that.
I
He
did not say that.
That's what he said, right?
Don't you put words in his mouth.
He saying Russ been ass. It was Pete Carroll.
No.
Did you hurt your back?
That's what you saying, right?
Did you hurt your back? Because you're reaching.
That's what you saying.
I want to make sure you're okay because you're my brother and I
Yeah,
love
you
you.
taking it too far. You taking it
I
too
bet.
far.
So look, just so I can get my point out, we can move the fuck on. I'm gonna say this, bro. Without Russell, they played better. Without Russ, they had Teddy Bridgewater and who else? Bro, they had Blake Bortles at one
But that's
point.
not saying much
they
because
didn't have
that
Teddy
division.
Bridgewater during Russell's stint.
I'm talking about
No, you
last year.
said last year.
Yeah,
But that's not saying
about
much.
last year.
That's not
I'm
saying
I'm
much
saying
because
without Russ, they played better football,
that
right?
division wasn't as tough as it is this year either. Though.
Yeah,
So let's
cool,
stop
but
that.
they didn't play all divisional games all year.
For sure. But I'm speaking
And they-
strictly
they-
for the
and
division.
they trash.
And if we're gonna be honest, outside of not the Chiefs even been a little up and down. The division hasn't been as impressive as we thought.
Bro, the Broncos are 4-11.
They're terrible. I'm not listen.
They have
Horrible.
not
That's terrible.
played 11 division games.
Now, the worst part about this entire ordeal is the actual deal itself right now, because now not only did Seattle find a way to rejuvenate Geno, but they got
Pro Bowl status.
two huge picks. Huge picks
For
that can
bum-ass
revamp
Russ.
them. What was it, number 3, number 13?
For bum ass Russ.
Now, how? Listen, that might be the fleecing of the century.
So this
Russ is the reason why Hackett lost his job, man.
Hackett was terrible. We're not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
don't-
Come on,
put it
man.
solely
I'm
on
not.
him,
I'm
man.
not
Don't put
saying.
it
I'm
solely
not
on
saying
him.
Hackett was the best
Hackett was
coach in the
terrible.
world. I'm not saying he was the best coach in the world. But what I will say is, if Russell Wilson would have been the MVP caliber, the Super Bowl winning, all that shit they pay him to be over $200 million to be, Hackett to still have a job.
So you
bro.
want to Hackett to finesse like all these other coaches? That what you wanted?
I mean, everybody else doing it. Everybody else doing it.
Hey, but you know what? They bring something to the table. Not Russ, but Hackett didn't bring nothing to the table.
So let me get this clear. So I'm not saying y'all are. Are y'all boys saying that Hackett is the reason Russ is ass?
I think it's a mixture of both.
It is. This is the question that I have. For you guys. Is it really over for us?
Nah, I don't think
so.
it's over.
No.
I
Is
don't
it
think
over
it's
for him?
I
Is
don't
it
think
one of
it's
them? You know,
over.
sometimes you hit that peak in your career and be like, man, it might be over for
I
him.
think-
Is it really over for
I
him?
think sometimes
Or could a new coach come in here and possibly rejuvenate this thing?
for sure. I
got a
definitely
crazy
think- I
take.
definitely
Go
think
ahead. Y'all go
I
ahead.
think sometimes your ego get a little too inflated.
Yeah.
He needed to get that balloon popped.
It's a humbling.
He got his balloon popped.
If he don't come back next
Okay.
season and come back like killing, bro,
My boy thought he was working with nitrogen in his balloon.
Yeah.
He was really just working. He blown him up himself.
Yeah,
That's just what happened. It's okay.
yeah.
It's okay. Now we come back to the drawing board. Humble yourself.
Okay.
Now Hackett didn't help because Hackett didn't know. Listen, I'm trying to refrain and keep this PG-13. Okay, Hackett didn't know himself from a hole in the wall. Hackett was terrible.
Horrible.
He god awful.
Horrible.
All right, and we done seen some coaches look lost. Think about it. We done seen a lot of them New England assistants go become head coach, and they look lost.
Yeah.
Patricia for sure.
And they
He looked worse than them.
They always find their way back to New
But
England.
what
so-
does Russ look like, bro?
He looks very pedestrian.
Russ
Very
looks just as lost, if not more lost than Hackett.
Because he didn't realize Seattle was very green. It was very green up there. He thought the sands of Denver was going to be greener, and they're not.
I don't think Russ is done,
He done. No.
but I also don't think Russ will ever be as good as we once saw him.
So
No.
this is my next question. Now that you said that, can a new coach possibly help rejuvenate his
No,
career?
no,
Yes, he can.
no,
Yes, he can.
no.
I believe it's a yes.
I say no.
Yes, he
Only
can.
person who can help Russ rejuvenate his career is Russ. Let's ride Wilson.
And I'm going to tell
That's
you.
it,
I'm
bro.
going to tell you why.
He's ass. I'm
we,
sorry.
We not rolling in this order, so I'm going to save my counter for later.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
our order of topics don't hit right now, but I got a counter.
Oh,
I
for
got
sure.
I
a counter.
believe under a new coach,
For sure.
under a new play call, another new system, under a healthy Denver Broncos team,
Yeah.
you will see what Russ can
So
bring to the
I
table.
don't want to spend too much time on this. So I'm gonna say this, and then y'all can say what y'all say. We're gonna move on regardless. So if that's the case, why was Russ not as effective the last few years he had with Pete Carroll? He had good front halves of the season, but his back halves were horrible.
I'll tell you one reason. They never invested in the offensive line.
But how,
Never.
okay, fair enough,
Never.
fair enough, fair enough.
They lucked up on DK because he slid because of the neck injury. Offensive line, they never invested on.
They got
Never.
Dwayne Brown.
On the back end of his career.
On the
and then, they-
tail
and
end
then
of
when-
his
and
career.
then-
Still in the league right
and
now,
then when he was
serving.
balling,
Yeah,
and
he's
then when he was
still in the league
balling,
right now, serving.
but then he was balling, he wanted his money. What they do?
They got rid of him.
You see what I'm saying? So they never really invested in the one thing you need as a quarterback, which is
Okay,
protection.
so how is Russ's front half of those seasons? He's in the MVP race every year in the front half. How?
On the front end of the season, it's not a lot of film to know who you are as a team early in the season.
Speak to him, coach.
See, on the back end of the season, we got 5-6 weeks of film.
Speak to him,
We
coach.
know how to dissect this thing. It's easy money then. It's easy pickings then. It's just like a rookie. When you jump in the middle of the season, I ain't got no film on you. So the first 2-3 games, Brock Purdy.
Purdy is
First couple games,
She's still irrelevant.
he could do no wrong.
No, he not irrelevant.
He had a tough outing last week though, because we got a couple films on you now. You a one read guy, first receiver guy, second receiver guy. You can't get to that third and fourth.
Same as Russ.
Man, let our fans
For
know this is a
sure.
coach. This is a
Same
real
as Russ.
coach talking to y'all.
Hey, people
Same
don't
as Russ.
understand, man.
This is a
Same as
real
Russ.
athletic director talking to
I said I was
y'all.
gonna leave
Understand
it there.
that, bro.
We'll dive back into Russ later. But at the end of the day, Russ is ass, man. Sorry, man. There can't nobody defend that shit. Russell, let's ride Wilson.
Now I'm not trying to ride, but in Russ I trust, man.
Russ ain't rolled shit. Them Denver
that's a
Broncos ain't
campaign
rolled
slogan.
shit. That Bronco ain't been rolled all year. He talking about let's ride. You can ride your ass up out of town. Cause them Denver fans don't want you there. You got snapped
Hey,
on
listen.
by a defensive lineman. I'm gonna say that as many times as I can. He snapped on your ass
You
and
say
you
that
folded.
that is your
You need to
favorite
take your ass
part of the
home
season.
somewhere and
The
get
Bronco
better, bro.
is parked in a garage. It's gonna be back. Don't
That
worry.
boy they riding that Bronco that O.J. Simpson rode when he was getting away from the police.
It
bro.
looks sturdy.
That's the only Bronco they
looks
ride.
sturdy.
You can believe
He's showing
that.
out. He's showing out,
You can
everybody.
believe that, man.
Man, what's next,
All
man?
right, man. Look, let's
Get
move
on
on.
Russ,
Let's
man.
move on. Forget Russ, man.
As
I'm
we talk
sorry.
about low lights.
Yeah,
You know what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
We're talking about low lights.
Yeah, low lights next. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all know I'm biased. My takes are probably a little bit different than everybody else takes
Okay.
because I'm biased. I'm gonna be honest. I was never a fan of this guy that we about to bring up. I respect his career and I respect what he did do, but there's some flaws I have with some things that issues I have with him. I won't say on this show because I don't even want to put no smut on his name and nothing like that. But your boy J.J. Watt, Ho's favorite player, J.J. Watt,
Relax.
the boy retired. He says he's gonna retire, right? He says he's retiring today. This will be his last season. Says his son's first game, and it was his last home game. Y'all seen all the little bullshit.
It was
Whatever.
beautiful.
Was.
Not to me.
It was
But,
beautiful. I can't wait to see it on Hard Knocks on Wednesday.
Facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
he did it for Hard Knocks. But
Shout out hard.
but look, the real question here: did the Cardinals force J.J. Watt to retire? What's up, man? What y'all
I'll
boys
start
think?
this off, man.
Please do.
Arizona did not force J.J. Watt out of playing football, man. You know what I'm saying? He has had some injuries, ups and down years.
True.
But
Probably
the
do
way
the
to
roids.
the way to go out though, when you doing this, the way to go out, he has great health, new marriage, he got a newborn child. He's definitely a future Hall of Famer, first ballot. Let's look at the career stats: 580 solo tackles, 111.5 sacks, and 2 career interceptions.
He in that club, that 100 sack club.
Come
Sure.
on, man. He's straight dog. Straight dog. And why not go out when you got all your limbs working and functioning properly? Hey, man.
All
hey,
his stuff
JJ.
ain't functioning properly.
Hey,
but I
if
feel you.
he probably banged up just from playing, but as far as having you know how football do. Y'all play college ball. This thing can really have people out here.
In the
really,
words of Marshawn Lynch, make sure your mental's straight.
you got your mental.
Make sure your
He
mental's
going
straight.
out on the high note. JJ, I ain't mad at you.
How you going out on the high note?
He
They
going
trash.
out. He going out on the
no,
They
I don't
trash.
agree with the high note
This ain't
thing.
no high note, bro.
Yeah, the
This
Super
ain't
Bowl
no high
going.
note.
He going out how he would want to go out.
No, he not. He would want to go out on top.
Yeah, but
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Man, if you did all them
That's
steroids,
my-
you didn't
that's
do them
my
for
take
nothing.
on
You
it.
didn't do all them steroids for nothing, bro.
So you saying
Steroids?
So
Out
you
on
saying
top, bro.
he's pumped it up?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
man.
I'm saying that. You heard it here first, bro.
oh man,
I can't confirm nor deny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't
Me
know.
neither.
Come on,
I don't
man.
know. What I will say is this: I do think the Cardinals was just that terrible. That at the end of the day, this shit is unenjoyable.
For sure.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, watching this Hard Knocks has been hard, and I love me some football. Anybody who knows me know that I can watch football all day, any day. Any
sure.
girlfriend I ever had, they'd be like, "Bro, ain't this the same game?" No, it's a different game. It's a different day. Now you can sit and watch with me, or you can wait until I'm done watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love football, bro, and he just looked unenthused.
Facts.
I mean, I would look at my teammates too if we were just getting beat, like we stole something, belt to ass.
yeah, facts.
Spanking.
Now, I'm gonna tell you who
Spank
I
shit.
blame.
Who?
I blame Kingsbury, and I blame young COD, Kyler Murray, because it was all good a couple years ago
Dang,
when
like the song.
we was out here playing video game. We out here slanging and just running around playing a little parking lot football. But then, as we talked about in the last segment, when the film get posted, it's enough film to dissect you. We just not gonna let you run around and do things on us.
Same like Tua. But we ain't gonna get into that.
Hey,
Come on, man.
that's
We
a
gonna
tough
get into
one.
that.
Hey, but we gonna stick to this
For sure.
script
Yeah.
here.
I agree.
All
I
right,
agree.
we
I
sticking
agree.
to AZ here.
I agree with
All
Hoes
right?
for sure.
Everything was cool when we taking pictures of backdrops
Mm-hmm.
during the draft with this dope house crib, immaculate,
Man, amazing,
Immaculate.
amazing, bro.
immaculate.
I give it to you.
One of the best athletes in the league at quarterback, but none of that equal production. And JJ Watt at some point was like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Hoes on this one. I think that when you at the age, like I said, I won't take nothing away from JJ's career. I've never really been a fan of JJ Watt. And like I said, y'all know I'm biased. This could be 100% biased. I'm a Jags fan. Y'all know that. We got to see him twice a year.
For sure.
You feel me? So of course I'm going to develop. Of course I'm going to develop some sort of hate for him. So you can say I'm hating on him, whatever you want to say. I really don't care. I say he on roids, just
You
maybe
hating on them
maybe to
touchdown
just
catches.
Yeah,
maybe
man.
to just justify the fact that he balled, right?
For sure.
But I know for them last few seasons he ain't did too much of nothing, But we'll leave that where it's at. We'll leave that where it's at. Do
He
I respect?
going out.
Do I respect JJ Watt's career? I 100% from
Okay,
lineman
at
to
least give him
lineman.
that, man.
I respect his career. Do I
him
think the
that.
Cardinals forced him into retirement? I do. I agree with Hoes. When you're dealing with what you did, we all watching it on Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, I don't want to call him a head guy. I just feel like he's too cocky, man. Like
Definitely.
he got some
I get
issues.
them vibes.
Kingsbury, I feel like he does not respect Kingsbury the way you should respect your head coach. And I just feel like that alone creates so many more problems. And I just feel like JJ Watt in the position where it's like, man, look, man, I ain't got time for this shit, man. My heart messed up. He had the heart issues that the media exposed and all of that. He ain't got time to keep. He just had a new kid. You know what I mean? Man, my man got a wife, a family, man. It's bigger. He's realizing at this point in his life there are bigger things to life outside of football.
Man.
Exactly.
That's
so
what I was trying to hit on, though, Cordell.
Yeah, no,
like
for
he's
sure.
going out how he wants to go
but
out.
I also
who wouldn't want to go out on the Super Bowl?
But I feel like if he was playing with a better organization, let's say he was with the Chiefs,
He probably keep going.
he'd keep going.
That's
He
true.
played
That's
another couple of years, bro.
That's true.
But I just feel like with where he is and where everything, when he go home at night, he probably like, man, why am I leaving this to go to that? You feel me?
I'm going to leave my old lady and my child here.
To go to this bullshit?
And brand new baby.
You know what I mean? To go to
Brand
this
new
bullshit?
Like,
So-
still got new baby smell.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Facts.
To go to this bullshit. JJ, you got 9.5 sacks this season. And you doing your thing. That's straight. You know what I mean,
No,
bro?
that's
And
really good.
at this point, bro, since you leaving the game, you switch divisions. You're in the NFC now. You switch conferences. I let the hate go, bro. You not on roids. I apologize, man. To all the JJ Watt fans, I'm sorry.
They probably got a good pedigree in their family, man. They got like 3 kids in the
For
league.
sure.
They all on roids, but not JJ.
What?
Not JJ. JJ, you cool, man. I
TJ?
like you, bro. You cool.
Derek?
I respect your career, bro. I had to see you twice a year, bro. So it was a little
That's
bit
the
different
reason.
for me.
That's really the reason.
I'm a Jags fan. Whatever the case
Probably
may be,
killed the
but
Jags throughout this year.
no,
I
he
shoulda looked them
went crazy.
stats
No,
out.
no,
I shoulda
no,
looked
for
them
sure.
stats up, Ho.
He always.
He probably
looked
killed
the
You
the
don't have to
Jags.
look the stats up. I'm here to tell you, he did his thing on us a lot of the times, which is fair. He is who he is. He's a Hall of Fame player, Hall of Fame caliber, probably first ballot. You know what I mean? So I respect the JJ Watt, man. I respect what you're doing, but yes, I do think the Cardinals forced that man into retirement for sure.
Easily. There's a lot of things going on in Arizona.
Yeah, for sure.
They got to
So
get it together, man, because on paper, they got a squad, bro.
what you seen, one? Y'all gonna know I'm gonna go with this every time. One, what you see out there, one? What you looking at, one? That boy D Hop ain't liking one out
told
there.
him that, didn't he?
One, that boy D Hop not he not digging one out there, man. One got to
He's
get
definitely upset about this.
one
man.
got to get his stuff together, man. In order for this ship to sail, one and Kingsbury got to get on the same page, and I just feel like one and Kingsbury are not on the same
I'm going to
page.
be real with you. Kingsbury might be getting that pink slip.
He might get
And
it out.
I'm not mad at
I
that
think
either.
pink slip.
He
might-
should
I
probably
hate
have
that.
to.
Pink slip,
He should
bro.
probably have to because I just feel like Kyler Murray does not respect
You
him.
came here to be an offensive guru.
Yeah,
Facts. And you're not
facts.
doing that.
Ain't been too much guruing.
No,
Niggas ain't. They're
At
not
all.
scoring points like that.
No.
no.
And and listen, I don't think he fully adapted to the NFL way.
He would
For
be a
sure.
great college coach, wouldn't he, Hoes?
He was
was.
amazing.
But what I'm
was.
saying, like is that one of how some people just, just like all of us, and we get that they get that call to go
For
to the
sure.
next level. We going,
Listen,
but sometimes people
Listen.
don't understand what a calling is.
sometimes you got to realize every call ain't meant to be answered.
Hey, that's why they hit. That's why they got that red button on that
Every
iPhone.
call, for sure. For sure. Sometimes you
Yeah,
got to look at
boy,
that.
it's crazy.
Hey, let me look at the number.
That's why they got that
Nah,
decline.
This ain't it,
ain't it.
Chief. This ain't it, Chief. Leave a voicemail.
He go back to the college level, man. I think he'll succeed, man.
And the crazy part about it is,
Possibly.
if he gets fired this offseason, right, he's gonna get a bigger job than he had at
Facts.
college level.
For sure.
Remember Texas Tech, great job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, remember he was a quarterback at Texas Tech,
Right.
so it's really nostalgic. But Texas Tech is not a premier blue blood program.
No,
Right.
He's gonna get a decent job,
no doubt.
where he can springboard next. He'll be back in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick, they had rough times when they first started in the league. Got their ass beat.
Yep.
They figured it out and came back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now they who they are.
Yep.
Nick Saban can't survive in the league.
No, Nick Saban is.
Yeah, but
he's
that's
an
one of them
interesting guy.
ones that he just knows.
We're gonna
his
say
stuff.
that for the next episode. I got a
Please do.
cold topic for that. Some stuff we just talked about, me and Hose in
Yes.
college, and I had a very, very. I'm not gonna even say odd opinion because Hose agreed with me, but Miguel, man, we got some heat for the
And
next
remember,
one,
I've
bro.
met Nick Saban at the coaches clinic
sure.
when I went down to Alabama like 3 years ago.
for sure. And
He's a
that's-
very
that's gonna be
peculiar,
perfect.
very peculiar individual.
Yeah.
individual.
For sure.
Easily.
But yeah, let's move on, man. It's some this next topic is something I've been excited
This
to
gonna
talk
be-
about
It's gonna be real
all
quick.
week because
It's gonna be real quick.
Miguel, outside of being a Matt Ryan fanatic, y'all know he a Bears fan, right?
for sure.
100%.
They better know it.
All right, cool. So we're gonna dive straight into this, right? Now, as we all know, if y'all didn't watch those Duval Jags last week, you know,
Just hate that he can actually do this week.
He love that. Beat the brakes off them New York Jets, right?
I ain't mad. I ain't gonna lie. They a year ahead of schedule. I thought they'd be good, really good next year.
I told y'all we was
Yeah,
gonna win at
that's
least
good,
7
bro.
this year. I told y'all.
Because when you getting everybody in the draft,
All right, man.
mean, you get a-
y'all 3-11, 3-12, man. Stop.
how many
stop,
picks is
stop.
in the draft? They getting
Stop, bro.
They getting
Stop.
75%
Y'all
of the
3-12.
picks.
Hey, Dougie P doing his thing in Duval. I
Y'all
ain't gonna
3-12,
cap,
bro. Stop. So look.
cap.
What I really wanted to dive into, we all know, as far as the NFL goes, it hasn't been going Zach Wilson's way at all. Now, as we all know, in the 2021 draft, he was the second pick behind my boy T. Law, Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson, Jacksonville Jaguars, doing his thing, finna take us to the playoffs this year. And my boy Justin Fields fell to what? The 11th. The Bears moved up
He was the 11th
to
pick.
get him at 11. Zach Wilson was recently benched earlier in the season.
And bench for the second
Came
time.
back against us last Thursday night. It was benched again.
Yeah, belt to ass.
Yeah.
Belt to ass. We would
Belt
spank
to
him. If he would have stayed in the game, it would have been way worse, bro, because he's just terrible. I'm going to read you his stats for that game.
Oh,
9 for 18 completion. He completed 9 out of 18 passes for 92 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. Got sacked 3 times.
sound real Zach Wilson-ish. Go to sound like.
Are we so in comparison to you take Zach Wilson at 2. Justin Fields is still on the board now. Coming out of that season of college football, they had it ranked. It was always a toss up between Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. Who's number 1? Who's number 2?
Since really 8th grade, 9th
Facts.
grade.
Yeah,
it's
they-
been a toss up for him.
And y'all can put me on record for saying this. I've always said I thought that Justin Fields was a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. I thought he was the best because he's always beat him in any type of competition they've always went head to head in.
Yep.
Justin Fields has always won. I still feel like Justin Fields is the better of the 2. But then you throw in Zach Wilson out of nowhere. Why? For no reason. He had 1 good season in college. So I just want to throw something out to the guys, man, and let the guys speak on this, man. What we doing? Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, man? Did the New York Jets mess up? Did they fumble the bag, taking Wilson at number 2, or what? Should they be salty right now? Justin Fields or Zach Wilson? What we got?
You want me to take this over, bro?
Go ahead. You start.
I
first,
definitely think that they fumbled the bag. I think a couple teams may have
bro.
fumbled
Listen,
the bag.
I was just about to say it's a couple.
You know what I'm saying? We got Zach Wilson. Record wise, he's 8-14. Career stats, wins and losses. Justin Fields is 6-18. But Fields is definitely the better quarterback, hands down.
Easily.
Come on, man. If you can't see it, I mean, even if you got even one eye that's functional, you would be able to see that this is definitely hands down. He's just definitely better. He's more skilled. Single game rushing record. He beat Mike Vick, 178 rushing yards in 1 game.
Broke out a band on the ground
I'm
right
telling
now.
you, man, he got 1,000 yards rushing season as a quarterback.
Band on the ground, boy.
Man, stats don't lie.
Bro.
With the salary cap and great draft picks, Chicago will compete in the future for sure, man. It's just Chicago will be back, baby. Don't wait. Hey, don't this year. Just kind of forget about this. Have amnesia with this. But we'll eventually be back, man. But Zach Wilson, first off, you're not a leader.
Not at all.
You get in front of these. You get in front of these reporters, man, and you get to talking about some. You don't think that your side of the ball could have did anything different. I mean, that's kind of shitting on your team.
1,000%. Like it really is on some Willie Beeman type shit.
Yeah.
But you don't have a Willie Beeman talent.
No, man, and you know what I'm saying. It's like Justin Fields then sat around this year alone and then got scraped on so many games and losing in the fourth quarter because we all know that the Bears will hang in the game into the second half.
For sure.
And every time he's got on that podium and been asked them questions, he answered them appropriately. Yeah. Hey, even though we lost, knowing that the defense probably was the reason why we lost, you just don't answer the question that way as a quarterback, as a leader of your team. You always look at it from an offensive standpoint of what you could have did, what your side of the ball could have did more better. And then Zach Wilson, no, bro, you're not a leader. Jay Fields will definitely have a better career, and it'll be sooner than later. Real soon.
Oh, for sure. Listen,
real soon, man.
Listen, so let's just start with the positive, right? Jay Fields is him. He's him with a capital H.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And there's no question about it. Now, can we build a system around him? Can we build this program, this organization around him, and really thrive with him? That's going to be the question. Because he has the talent, he has all the intangibles. I think with quarterbacking, a lot of people fail to realize it's not about what you see, it's what can't you see, the intangible shit. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Ryan Leaf was drafted over Peyton Manning.
Facts.
Let's have that conversation again.
That's a fact.
Ryan Leaf was unanimously drafted over Peyton Manning.
Ain't he in jail?
No, he's out.
He back out, man. He actually,
he did a podcast recently.
Hey, listen.
Was it the pivot?
He did do the pivot. He did the pivot. Yes. And listen, sometimes, life don't humble you when it's supposed to. Zach Wilson is in that boat. The spotlight came real quick for him. And as I respectively called him when he got drafted, I called him Zach Morris. He just been saved by the bell. He been benched twice. He been saved by the bell. It's over with now. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Only thing I'm waiting for is AC Slater to walk through the door.
Oh man.
Sheesh.
That's all I'm waiting on.
Where's Screech at?
That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm waiting on. Because at the end of the day, listen, I understood why they drafted him. You know what I'm saying? Blonde hair, blue eyes. We're gonna sell these tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He looked real good in that green on Broadway.
You talking that truth now, man.
Hey, listen, I'm trying not to make it what it is.
No, be
that's
real.
What we do
that's
here.
What we do.
That's
what we here to do. That's what we here to do.
But when we look at Fields from Georgia, he left Georgia to come to Old State. It's a little murkiness behind that. We're gonna pick and choose who we allow to transfer, and we're gonna hold it over their heads and things of that nature. We got a lot of people who are draft gurus who hold these things over certain people's heads.
Facts.
And if we're going to be honest, we can run down this list because they got it pulled up right now.
Go ahead, bro.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Do your thing.
Listen, Trey Lance, and I was a Trey Lance fan. I still am a Trey Lance fan.
Right.
But I guarantee you Shanahan will take Justin Fields right now.
Easily.
Imagine Justin Fields with Debo and McCaffrey right now.
Crazy.
Chico,
unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Kittle.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
We might be stamping Super Bowl on them. Jimmy G got them to the Super Bowl. He couldn't win it, though.
Facts.
Because ain't too many dimensions. Ain't no layers to Jimmy G. It's layers to Justin Fields. It's levels. You feel me? Then we run down it. Love Kyle Pitts. You think Atlanta wouldn't take him right now?
Would love to have
Atlanta would love Justin Fields right now.
You gonna piss Miguel off with that one? You better.
Atlanta would love Justin Fields right now.
You talking about that Matt Ryan replacement? You got to be careful.
Let me slow down.
You got the split joint.
Shut your mouth.
Hey,
P2 got the split.
P2 been cold in Denver. He been cold in Denver. P2 been cold. Patrick Surtain.
Oh, I'm finna say, boy. I'm finna.
Not Patrick Peterson. No.
Hey, I said last week. Pat Surtain, the best corner in the league right now.
But guess what? I think right now, if you had to pick, you'll take Justin Fields over him.
For sure. Over Rusty? Russ?
Well, we're not going to do that because guess what? If Denver would have did what was right, everybody at where they need to be, and we still loving football the way we love.
Nathaniel will still have a job.
Nathaniel will, I don't know, because Nathaniel probably would have ran my boy into the ground. For sure. But I'm going to leave that alone.
For sure.
I'm going to leave it alone.
No, you speaking facts.
Justin Fields fell where he's supposed to fail.
That's a fact.
And me and you talk all the time.
Right.
If the Bears fumble this bag, the football God should never bless them again.
'Cause this was a blessing.
Blessing. He
This
should
was a
have
true
never fell
blessing.
this far.
You are absolutely right.
Never. He fell to 11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who been neck and neck with the number 1 draft pick his entire life
Yeah.
fell to number 11.
Mm-hmm.
If you drop this bag,
It's over.
all I know,
It's over.
I'm gonna wish nothing but negativity and shame on the Chicago Bears. Okay, that's all I'm gonna wish
And you
on.
will have the right to do so.
So respectfully,
And this is a true
I say-
diehard fan.
Zach Wilson, hey, just it's okay, bro.
He cooked.
You got the bag though. He got the bag. He got
Right.
the
Definitely
bag.
has. I hope you invested right, because you might not get that.
You
You'll
know
never
what's
get that no
crazy?
more.
You know what's crazy? Now look, I on record, I've always said it was either Fields or Lawrence. I didn't care. I wanted Justin Fields for the Jags, but we took
For sure.
Trevor, and I'm not mad at that. Whichever one it would, but I just knew Fields would go too. But so when he didn't, I kind of felt it pissed me off because I just felt like, what did you see in Zach Wilson's one good year
For sure.
that made you feel like he was better than Justin Fields, who's always performed at the highest level, no matter what level he played at?
It's the new car smell.
I guess so, man. But I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna do you one better. I took it a different way. I took it as, like you said, the blonde hair, blue eyes situation like that. I feel like they took a chance on him because they just off of looks, what he looks like, right? Opposed to Justin Fields, who's a brother. But I just feel like you know what you're getting from Fields, right? And I think at this point in both of their careers, I think the New York Jets have to feel like dumbasses for the simple fact that you let this kid slip all the way to 11 to a kid that you've benched here in his second season.
Yeah.
I'm going to read off his stats, Zach Wilson's stats.
Career?
No, just this year.
Just this year? Okay.
This season alone, he's completed 132 of 242 passes for 1,688 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 7 picks. He has 28 rushing attempts for 102 yards and 1 touchdown.
Okay.
Garbage ass stats.
For sure. Mid.
His QBR is 37,
Yikes.
28th in the league. I'm going to go to Justin Fields. Now, although Justin Fields has not had much success passing, he's done what he could do.
Impact.
He's impacted the game.
Impact.
He's completed 185 out of 297 passes for 2,167 yards, 16 touchdowns, 10 picks. Rushing, he has 150 rushing attempts for 1,011 yards, 8 touchdowns. Longest rush, 67 yards. QB yards, 55.4. 16th in the league. I just feel like at any point in football, when you can sit back and look at the Bears and you can tell everything that's wrong with the Bears, nobody ever says quarterback is wrong. You say, oh, they don't have an offensive line, or they don't have receivers, or they don't got this, they don't got that, but nobody ever says they don't have a quarterback. When you look at the Jets, the only thing that they're missing is a quarterback.
For sure.
You had the
For
play
sure.
right in front of your face,
For sure.
and you fumbled it. You had everything you needed and wanted right in front of your face.
And it's so scary
And you
because when you
fumble.
really think about it, this is a team that could easily contend with the Bills in the division.
Without question. That defense is crazy.
And I'm talking about, bro, the defense is nuts.
Offensive pieces are crazy.
They invested in the offensive line the last 2 years.
Yep.
And the receiving core,
CB, I told you that they invested in the offensive line, boy.
you know what I'm saying? That offensive line been invested in. And they found them a diamond in the kid from USC.
For surely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Like, ultimately, man, basketball and football got to be weighed differently. I think a lot of people was out here trying to draft like this basketball.
For sure.
You draft off potential in basketball. Yeah, if a kid 19, yeah, you got to be able to foreshadow. But if a kid 21, 22, I mean, it seems like it's a small gap, but it's a bigger gap than people think.
For sure. 100%.
And at quarterback, you can't be wrong at quarterback.
You can't.
You can't miss. You can miss to other places. You can't miss at quarterback.
For sure.
Because at the end of the day, we getting to the point now where football is universal. You got to have a quarterback to win high school.
I agree. I agree. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. So I guess we can all unanimously agree. Justin Fields over Zach Wilson.
For sure.
For sure.
It's all right.
Cool. Safe to move on then.
Saved by the bell.
For surely. Next topic, man. I want to touch on the boy, Baker Mayfield. We've obviously seen what's been going on with him from the Browns to the Panthers and now a Ram. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. His first game with the Rams, me and Miguel was sitting watching, doing the show.
Getting busy.
He drove down that field. What he went like 90-some yards, something like that.
Got busy.
Game winner.
Yeah, for sure.
He's 2-1 with the Rams. Question I want to throw out to the guys, man: have the Rams rejuvenated Baker Mayfield's career? We're gonna start with Hoes on this
You
one.
want to start with this one? Hey, 1,000%.
Facts.
And this is the thing, right? And I think me and you've been talking about this for years, where at some point you got to shake this whole underdog mentality.
Mm-hmm.
You got to realize that you're in a position of grace. You're not an underdog anymore. It's cool to keep that chip, but you can't keep running around like you underdog. And I think he overdid it with the whole overzealous underdog thing. And it overshadowed his game, but it also showed the holes in his game.
Ooh, I like that.
If you got Odell
I
Beckham,
like that.
come on now. You got Odell, Landry, got other weapons. How you can't be successful?
Yeah.
Stafford didn't know Odell from a hole in the wall.
Facts.
If Odell don't get hurt, he the Super Bowl MVP.
For sure.
Easily.
In what, 4 weeks? 5 weeks? With Cooper Kupp, who was the Triple Crown winner?
Yep.
So we can just add, because he's that talented. How can you have, 3 seasons with him? And you did nothing with him.
That's a fact.
You did nothing with him.
Fact. That's a
Like,
fact.
but certain offensive coordinators, certain head coaches have quarterback-friendly systems.
Exactly.
McVay, quarterback-friendly. Shanahan, quarterback-friendly.
Dougie P.
Quarterback-friendly. Quarterback-friendly systems. But, I'm gonna tie this full circle, and we're going to bring back my boy Russ. System over skill set. Sometimes the system can have the flaws or lack thereof. And sometimes when you don't have the right system,
he right.
the flaws in your skill set, get shined upon.
Facts.
Baker Mayfield he looking real Pro Bowlish in these little 3
Damn,
games.
in 3 games?
Listen, he almost put up 60 points the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah,
that.
they had 51 against the Denver Let's Ride Broncos.
That's
Come on,
fine.
man.
The system is allowing him to play well.
The fucking Russell Wilson threw like 3 picks that game. That's Russ' fault. That's Russ' fault. He threw like 3 picks.
Baker Mayfield looks really comfortable in the system.
So
No, I'm not taking shit away from. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Baker though. He doing his thing for sure.
I'm just, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, because I think we all would agree we're not gonna take Baker Mayfield over us.
no.
Bro,
even-
I'm not taking
Even at his best.
I'm not taking nobody over Russ. I mean, I'm not taking Russ over nobody in the league. I'm taking Zach Wilson over Russ right now, bro.
Stop it. You're being
I'm
very
not even
disrespectful.
capping. I'm not capping, bro.
You're very disrespectful.
You are a manager
Not capping,
at
bro.
Hat World or Lids because you sell a lot of cap on this.
So
joint.
much
And
cap.
this man Russ got you
So
4
much cap.
games. Russ,
Where's
man,
George Pickens
I'm
at with the
straight.
giant hat at?
Exactly.
straight.
Put this
bro.
cap on you, bro.
Exactly, bad.
Put the
straight.
put the giant cap on you.
I'm gonna
bro.
let you since you got so much time. I'm gonna let you go last on this. Let me go.
Go ahead, bro.
Baker Mayfield still has talent, bro.
Oh, for
Easily,
sure. I
for
never
sure.
said he did.
Hoes said it best. Coach McVay play calling it goes to his strengths.
Yeah, for sure.
And they say McVay is really like that. McVay our age. He out there coaching NFL teams. He doing his thing.
Hey, listen, I'll be watching McVay. I rock with him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it takes for you to get that player to get with that right coach, man. And who's to say this might be, magic in the works. You know what I mean? It may be a blessing in disguise. But I honestly believe Baker is possibly auditioning for a future backup role. You know what I'm saying right now? Maybe a starting role eventually with one of these teams that are like super trash that need a veteran to come in there.
I'm be real with you. He not gonna make it out of LA
You think he'll stay?
for sure. Because I'm
As a backup role though,
but
under
I'm gonna tell
Stafford,
you what.
right?
So Stafford will probably be back next year.
But it'll be for a future role though, right?
If Stafford don't walk away, because Stafford not got his ring though. No. Yeah, he got his ring
yeah,
now.
he got his ring.
So now he has the one thing that he needed
Yeah.
to solidify
Going
his
back
career.
to the
But
D.
he's also old.
That's what I'm saying. So Stafford has his ring. Cause think about it, he was chasing it.
Mm-hmm.
He had Calvin Johnson.
No doubt.
Wasn't nothing finna happen in Detroit.
No, Detroit,
Nothing was finna happen.
We love you, Detroit, but it
Yes,
wasn't happening.
amazing stats. You know, the best thing out of Detroit is the music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But at the end of the day, he got his ring. So now, if I'm Stafford, I really wait. Do I really need to be playing? So now this might be a good thing for Baker Mayfield.
No, it is. I believe it is.
It might be a good thing for him. Now the problem's gonna be expectations get raised. Cause you ball on the back end of the season, so now expectations become a little
But
higher.
if you auditioning for, that's why I say auditioning for a backup role, it's not that much pressure on you though.
No, not as a backup.
You know what I'm saying? Like he threw 230. The game me and you watched Cordell when he came back, took low at 98 yards.
I'm not impressed, bro.
Then he lost to Green Bay and threw
Be honest.
411, and then he came back and won this past week. What was it, Denver, and he threw for 230 exactly again.
Green
I
Bay
mean-
caught a hot hand in the dice game though.
Yeah,
He
he's
threw
doing all right.
he threw for 230 against two struggling teams.
That's not his fault.
I'm not taking nothing away from him. Kudos to you, Baker Mayfield, but do I think the Rams rejuvenated his career? Hell no, I don't think they rejuvenated. Baker is who we thought he was, man.
For sure.
We've seen this before out of Baker. He'll come back. He's streaky. Baker Mayfield has always, for the duration of his career, been a streaky quarterback. He'll heat the fuck up and go crazy, and then he gonna cool right down. Then he's gonna freeze. He's gonna get real cold, and everybody gonna start questioning him. Then he gonna start crying.
He got an ice box.
And he's gonna Omarion icebox where his heart used to be. He gonna start crying. Then they gonna change the scene. Then he'll heat up again. Baker Mayfield, in my opinion, is who we thought he was. He threw earlier in this season. He threw for 16 for 27, 235 yards, and lost the game. Like, come on, man. Like, this is what he does, bro. Like, this is what he's not fooling me with this. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that. Do I think it's possible? Yeah, it's possible that he can get his career rejuvenated. Anybody can. And like y'all boys said,
Shout out Geno Smith.
like facts. Shout out Geno. And like y'all boys said, a lot of
Hey, he the
systems are
prototype.
a lot of coaches have quarterback systems, and McVay is for sure one of them. I'd like to see a little bit more. Is all I'm saying.
For sure.
Because like even like we touched on at the beginning of the show, film. People not really game planning for Baker because you didn't have enough film with him in this system to game plan for him. So what happens after when we about 5 or 6 games in, when they got that film and start picking his shit apart, and now he out there looking ultra regular. That's all I'm saying. Now, to me, it's up for debate. I'm not gonna sit here and crown him and say yes, they rejuvenated him. I'm gonna say let's wait and see. Right now, my answer is no. If I had to pick, it's no. Because I've seen this out of Baker before. So let's just wait and see. Even his first few games with Carolina, they weren't bad games.
No.
So let's just wait and see. That's just my opinion. I don't think Baker Mayfield is not the answer. You will not win a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield,
Well,
in my opinion.
we not talking about Super Bowl here.
We didn't say that.
We're not
now.
talking about
But you
Super
know the
Bowl here.
Rams' motto, F them picks. They trying to win the bowl.
Well, they have no picks.
Yeah.
Facts. And they got Baker. But all I'm saying is I'm not betting the house on Baker. I don't think
not
his
at all.
career is
No.
rejuvenated. It's too early for me to say that his career is rejuvenated.
I
Now,
don't think,
at this point, would I take Baker Mayfield over Tua? Hell yeah, without
Whoa.
question. You don't even got to ask me twice.
You tweaking.
You don't have to ask
I'm
me
not-
twice.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
bro.
You don't have to ask me twice.
The man played concussed. And we ain't going to go on
I'ma
to
call
because
you-
he wasn't even a
Bro.
part of this
Call
segment.
you Mr. Hot Take.
Yeah,
I'm just letting it be known,
we
bro.
wasn't even
I'm just letting
including Tua on this
it be
week.
known, bro.
We wasn't.
I'm just letting it be
The
known,
man, they
bro.
say the man played the whole second half with a
Man,
concussion.
who fault is that? I don't
man,
care.
listen.
I don't care if he played
We
with
ain't gonna
a
add,
broke hand.
we ain't gonna go in on that.
The
bro.
real Tua is
I
back.
don't-
Hoes. Have I not been saying this since he was in Bama? That
For
Tua
sure.
is
For
weak.
sure. For sure. For sure.
My points are valid.
I
My
say
points
this.
are valid.
We've had similar opinions about this.
Yeah, for sure.
But I will say
He
this.
does not show up for big
Once
games,
again,
man.
I gotta check and make sure you're okay because you're reaching again.
I'm not reaching with that.
Baker Mayfield is terrible. He's been
Okay, so but both of y'all just said that the Rams rejuvenated his career. So he
Agreed.
can't be that terrible
Agreed.
to y'all.
Now I will say this about the whole Tua thing, right? He's not the ideal quarterback to have those two type of receivers.
Facts. And
Get
I
them
think
hoes.
I
Get
think
him. I think
he's
he
not the ideal
took. I
quarterback.
think he took what we were trying to say. He took
no,
it
no,
too
no,
far.
no, no. He talking about Tua.
Well, he don't like
You
Tua.
talking
No, no,
about
no, he don't
Baker.
like
No,
Tua.
but you were saying we just said that he rejuvenated his career to the point where he might be able to stay in the league a little
Yeah,
longer.
for sure.
What I'm saying is this.
He
We
ain't
didn't say
he
that the
ain't gotta go to
man-
XFL. He gotta go to
So
XFL.
let me
He ain't
explain
gotta
what
get
I'm
the
saying.
boot. He ain't got the boot just
What
now.
I'm saying is, in Miami, I'm taking in that with those players and that
Tua
personnel.
going straight.
Tua, you give me Baker Mayfield over Tua
You're
any
tripping.
day.
No.
What a
Tua
ashtray.
is
This
trash,
man gotta be
bro.
smoking a
No.
blunt.
Tua is trash, bro.
smoking?
He's
If we gonna be-
garbage,
if we gonna
bro.
be honest-
He's not good,
if
bro.
we gonna be honest.
He's not good.
They about the same player.
And I ain't mad at that either. But this man tried to tell me last week that Tua was cold.
I'll say this.
Miguel told me last week Tua is not
Tua
good,
is more
bro.
accurate.
Thank you.
He just don't stay healthy.
That's what I was
Tua
gonna say.
is not that accurate,
He's
bro.
more
He is more accurate
He's
than Baker.
not
Then-
that
but we
accurate,
compare it
bro.
to Baker. We only compare it to Baker.
Oh,
Baker
okay.
is
We only
To
compare
Baker.
it to Baker.
He is
That's the
Mr.
comparison right
he
now.
is, well, he was Mr.
That's the-
Picks.
you know what I'm saying?
He gonna get a pick.
Tua the
He gonna throw
same
you a
way.
couple.
Tua,
Like I
gonna
said,
throw them things too.
Tua ain't
Tua for
he-
everybody, man.
he's
When
not-
Tua on the field, he for everybody.
He's
bro.
not the ideal
Anybody
quarterback.
can get this ball. That's how he feeling when he out there with it.
Listen.
I don't care what jersey you got on, you can get it.
Hey,
That's how
listen,
he
the
feeling.
season is still going, but I'm gonna throw it out there right now. I would love to see Lamar Jackson in Miami.
Oh, that would be nasty.
Hey, all I know is that just call Ying Ying NASCAR.
Oh my God. Hey,
NASCAR.
But can his passing ability keep up with those receivers though?
without question.
He can throw the ball deep.
He got that.
He can throw that thing
Is he
deep.
got
accurate
that.
enough to keep up with
He
those?
got that.
I don't think you
I
need
think he
to
got that.
when
That speed.
naturally when Lamar Jackson lines up at quarterback, you want to throw 8-man box. That means one safety with two speedsters. Ying Ying.
Yeah, what?
Ying Ying.
Man, that's,
That
that's
wasn't
ugly.
y'all
That's
threw
ugly.
that in there, but I think that's like a nice topic that we need to hit on at a later date.
I
Yeah, I think that's an off-season. That's an
Next show.
off-season
Next
talk.
show.
That's an off-season
That's
talk.
Off-season? Say
I
less.
honestly don't
Say
think
less, say
I
less.
don't think that he's gonna retire a Raven.
No.
I don't think he gonna be a Raven next season
If I'm him,
unless they tag him.
unless we become like you show me the money, and by show me the money, I'm not talking unless it's 300 M's guaranteed.
For sure.
I need 300
Because
guaranteed.
when healthy, his stats are you can't even.
if
They
I-
giving people 250
easy,
with way less
easy.
capabilities. Is
So my
Lamar.
thing is this: you not gonna excel without me. You haven't excelled without me.
Facts.
So therefore, the market dictates that I'm above that 250 guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And because you made me wait, at the bare minimum, if we not talking 300 just to start the
330.
conversation,
330.
well, I need 300 just to open the conversation.
We got to,
And yeah, you can still deal with my mama.
and it's tough.
I know y'all tired of dealing with my mama.
I
It's
know.
tough.
Hey, wait, hold on. I know y'all want to do this.
Oh, don't do it.
We
Don't do
gotta
it.
say
Yeah,
this.
we gotta say it. We gonna
this.
say that.
You
We
definitely
gotta
gonna
say
say
this.
it. We definitely gonna say it.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
People
move
know
on.
how I feel about that, bro.
Oh, for sure. All right, y'all. Hey, fans, as y'all can see, we got some heat for
Mama
y'all.
knows
man.
best.
We got some heat
Hey,
for
she
y'all.
been knowing.
Check it out, man. So let's move on. Let's move on. As we all know, it's almost playoff time, man. Y'all know January coming around. That's playoff time, baby, for the NFL. Let's move on, man. Who's real? Who's fake, man? We got a lot of teams that are in. A lot of teams on the bubble right now.
Where you want to start? NFC, AFC? Where you
We're
wanna
gonna start NFC.
Okay, let's
NFC.
talk about it. Let's
Who's
talk about
real? Who's fake in this NFC, man? Who gonna last? Who not? What we doing here?
I'll go first.
Go ahead,
I'm
bro.
gonna go first. So if we gonna stay in NFC, right? I'll say this: I love what the Eagles are doing, but not being able to stop the run consistently when it
gonna
comes
be a
playoff time,
I ain't
Problem.
mad at that. I ain't
Hey.
mad at that.
that's a recipe for disaster.
I ain't mad at that.
And when you that young and when you got hurts and all that bye week usually hurts.
Facts.
Mhm.
It's usually good to just keep
It's a
rolling.
double entendre right there.
There
Look
there
at
you
Green
go,
Bay.
you know what I'm
Look
saying?
at
like
Green
that.
Bay the last
I
few
like
years.
that. I
for
like
sure.
that.
Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? Now,
That bye
I'll tell
week
you,
usually hurts. Y'all ain't here. Y'all ain't. They ain't peeping.
it's okay, man. You
It's
know,
a
you
win over their
pick,
head.
Pick up them
Miguel
gems
rapper
later.
low key. Y'all ain't
Pick up them
ain't
gems
know that.
later.
My boy
you know
Miguel
what I'm
rap.
saying? Now, the next 2 weeks don't determine a lot though, because we still got 2 games left. So you still got Seattle in the hunt. You still got the Packers and the Lions in the hunt. It's a lot that can shake out at the bottom of this thing.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a
So
fact.
I'll say this: I don't trust the Commanders. I like Heineke, and I'm probably one of the few people in the world who actually likes his moxie.
Yeah, you
Like I like
probably
that
are.
little energy.
You probably are.
Yeah, but he's an underdog for real.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about Baker Mayfield, you're number 1 draft pick. You're not an underdog, big dog. You know what I'm saying? You're number 1 draft pick.
He's just a snub.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just what's my
That's
boy?
something I won't refuse to call him on this show.
What my boy Drewski say? Could have been records.
Ooh.
sure.
That's Baker Mayfield. That's Baker Mayfield. Let's put. You know what I'm saying? Could have been records. Now I will say this: I'm not a fan of Daniel Jones, but I like the way the Giants been playing football.
Scrappy.
Very scrappy, low scores.
Defense
You know what I'm saying?
good.
Barkley looking like that Himothy
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, he got that.
Showed
He
it.
looking like Himothy again. The Bucks can't never count out TB12.
Never.
Never count out
Not in no
TB12.
playoff situation.
Because when he get into them offs, he a different
I
monster.
done lost a lot of money off of him.
I can only
Betting
imagine.
against
I can only imagine.
silly me.
Now, so it comes down to the last two teams that we know gonna be in them things.
You better say the Niners.
I already said. I thought I already said the Niners can
No,
can
you
make
did-
that run.
you
I want
did.
to walk up. My bad. Last
I
three.
want to see.
Last three. My bad. My bad.
Because I feel like I know where you're going with
So
this.
last three. Niners been there.
For sure.
Kyle Shanahan been there.
Mm-hmm.
Purdy, I actually like the way he looking,
think he
but
Purdy.
I don't. Double entendre once again.
Pause.
But I don't think he got the sauce just yet. Hey, this been real cute. This been like a roller coaster right here at the top of the roller coaster, but you still got to drop.
Facts.
And when that shit drop, you usually get to screaming and yelling, and that what finna come. You know what I'm saying? Now, Vikings, I love Jay Jettas. I love him to death.
You ain't sold.
I'm not. That defense terrible.
No.
Defense god awful.
I'm so glad you said that.
Defense god
Horrible.
awful.
So glad.
Hey, and that's the P2. Hey, listen, throw your cleats on the wire, big dog. And it pains me to say that. Because Patrick Peterson, remember, we grew up being in college watching,
for sure.
watching him
He
at
was-
LSU.
He was the
Yeah,
dog.
straight
Roof,
like that.
roof.
But at the end of the day, Father Time is unforgivable.
Yeah, time bring about a change. I
100%.
said that.
You know what I'm saying? Unforgivable. Hall of Famer.
Facts.
Hall of Fame. I don't know about first ballot. Hall of Famer, though. Now, that leaves one team left. The
Please.
paper champs.
Please.
Every year they come into this thing, top 5 dead or alive, on paper. And them young stars. We could have been superstars. Hey, listen. Now, what we are gonna say, in Dak we don't trust.
Hell no. Hey, y'all know. Hey, show y'all know me.
No, he do
Y'all know I
not.
don't mess with Dak. Y'all know I don't mess with Dak.
Like Dak. He
Everybody
hates
who
Dak.
know me, I do not mess with Dak. I'm sorry.
hates him, bro.
But I will say this: depending on the matchup they get, they might get that first playoff win in a long time.
So who do you think they could beat?
They
The
could beat
right
They
matchup.
could beat the Vikings.
Facts.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
We
The
can beat
Vikings
them.
are the worst 3-loss team I've ever seen.
Because remember now,
ever.
because we got 7 teams in each division,
Yeah.
only the number 1 seed get the bye.
Right.
So they won't match up with the Vikings, but they can beat the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a tough one just because of divisional. They can beat Washington.
Yeah.
Giants,
Yeah, for sure.
Giants gonna be tough though.
Yeah, I still think they'll
Giants
top
be
the
tough.
Giants, though.
It
I
depends.
still think they will top them. It will be a tough, scrappy game, but I think at the end of the game,
So
points will favor for Dallas.
for sure, I agree. I think that for my who's real, who's fake, I think 100%. I think the Eagles are the best team in the league, but I do agree with Hoes. When you can't stop that run, it's a little bit different. But I just think that, man, my boy Hurts. Everybody know, man.
I
Hoes
rock with
know.
Hurts, bro.
Hoes
I like
know.
Hurts. You was right, bro. You was right.
Hey, that's all I needed from him. That's all I needed. Winners win,
I
man.
don't say that a lot, but you was
Winners
right.
win, bro. That's all I'm saying. Hurts, they the best team, man. Vikings, I'm going to be honest, it's looking like the Vikings, depending on how this go, because I don't know if Hurts not playing this week, right?
I think they're going to sit them out again.
So, you know, that
They
could
clinched
determine.
already, so they good.
Right, but the number 1 seed is still up for debate, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, I think
Now they got the number
it.
1?
They got
Yeah,
13
they
wins,
good,
bro. I
yeah.
think they good.
But
They got 11. They
but
got
but
11
but
wins.
but
Is it 11?
they got 13 wins. They 13 and 2.
13
But the Vikings are 12 and
No,
3.
the Cowboys are 13-2.
The Cowboys 11 and 4.
Yeah. What you looking at?
Am I tweaking?
Yeah, you tweaking because
Yeah.
we.
Oh, I'm tweaking. My bad. You right.
The Eagles 13
They
and
got
2.
13, my bad. They
So I don't think that they really. I
But
think
the
they holding
Vikings-
Hurts out for the playoffs.
But the Vikings are 12 and 3.
That's gonna hurt that rhythm though.
it is.
So if the
Passing,
Vikings win the next 2 games, then and the Eagles lose these next 2, they get the number 1 seed. So that shit it's still up for debate. But my thing is this:
I would play this week.
regardless to who, I just feel like the Vikings are that top 10 that'll easily get bounced. I feel like any of the 49ers who are scrappy.
They've been there.
I feel like Dallas, obviously the Buccaneers, TB12. I don't like him, but you can't disrespect his career and what he do. I feel like even the Giants, bro, if you put any of these teams, even if you let a team sneak in like the Lions and they match up with the Vikings, I feel like any of those teams can get the Vikings out the way.
That offense go crazy.
For sure. So I feel like the Vikings are for sure fake. 49ers, now.
49ers is decent.
The 49ers,
Shout out to my brother Brandon, man. He has been a diehard 49ers fan for a
shout
long
out
time.
Brandon, man. I'm going to give you some credit here, Brandon, because I feel like those 49ers got one of the best defenses, if not the best in the league.
Fred
bro.
Warner, man.
That's
top
probably the
linebacker.
best defense in the league
Fred
right now,
Warner
bro.
is, animal.
Straight dog.
And we all know defense wins games,
Bosa,
but
defensive player of the year?
defense wins games, but third string quarterbacks don't.
Uh-huh.
Third string defense wins games, but third string quarterbacks don't. You feel me? So
You're not wrong.
and then with that third string comes obviously Mr. Irrelevant. Obviously comes inexperience. This is the playoffs, so I'm gonna have to go as of now with Purdy. 49ers, they fake to me. The Cowboys, they real, but they fake. I'm just on the board. It's only because of the quarterback play. Now with everybody else, with the weapons like you got McCaffrey, if you can run the ball on people and all that, they real. I think they'll get bounced first round. I don't. Wild card, I don't.
That's the only scary thing about the 49ers, but quarterback friendly.
Facts.
Quarterback
Facts.
friendly
Because anybody, you can
offense.
put me in quarterback and we can still win a game.
Facts.
You feel me?
That
So
nigga
I'm
Kane Hiker,
gonna
man,
actually
nigga
switch
can't do
that.
nothing back
I'm gonna
there.
switch that to real. They real. They real. They got too many pieces. They real. Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys. Y'all know how I feel about them. We put the belt on them. Y'all know that. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Belt
We put
to
the belt
ass.
on them.
They did, bro.
Spanking shit.
I hate admitting that, though.
Come on, man. Y'all 3-12, bro.
I can't stand admitting that hole.
He like the
The
Cowboys.
last 3 weeks, my man's been holding.
Come
it
on,
down
man. We
with
finna be in the
Jazz.
playoffs, bro. But I think the Cowboys for sure fake. We know they only get 1 week of the playoffs if they get in. 1 week. I'm gonna be honest.
I hope we see history though.
You want them to win?
I kind of do, bro. I'm tired of them being.
No, bro.
being
Fuck
just,
that. No.
paper
I don't
chase.
want
Find out
them to win
O's is a
nothing.
Dallas fan.
I'm
now.
definitely not. I like the scenery in Dallas. I just was in Dallas about a month ago.
You don't think
like
Parsons
the
in that
scenery.
upgraded
No.
defense is
I like
legit?
Hey,
Parsons.
the defense is nice.
They definitely
That
upgraded
defense
that
is
G.
They're not the
defense is
problem.
not nice. That defense
Defense
is not nice.
Defense is nice, bro.
The defense is winning them games,
Defense.
Cordell. What are you talking about?
So how come they been losing?
Because there's this guy on the other side of the
They've
ball.
been
It's offense. You keep talking about who it
no.
is. We
They've
telling
been
you who it
losing
is.
games because they have not been getting to the quarterback. They only win games when they get to the quarterback, bro. And Parsons hasn't been.
Somebody look up
They've
Michael Parsons'
they've
football.
had 1 sack in the last 3 weeks,
that's
bro.
football, though.
1 sack in the last 3 weeks, and they lost most of them games. They only win games when they get after the quarterback,
Now,
bro.
this is it.
You
This-
talking to a lineman, bro.
Now,
You
this is
know
the
I
thing.
pay attention to
But
that. I
1000%.
pay attention to that.
But this is the thing, though. When the pass rush isn't there, I would like to rely on my franchise quarterback to do his job.
Hey man, but when you giving up 1 million points, bro, they gave up 40 points to my Jaguars, bro.
let's not
They
forget.
gave up 40 almost every week in the last like 3 or 4 weeks, bro.
I'm a
'Cause they
child-
not getting to the quarterback.
I'm a child of
They're not
nostalgia.
getting to the quarterback.
I'm a child of nostalgia. Let's not forget when Peyton Manning was making them runs, his defense was ass.
What runs,
In the Colts, when he always made it to the AFC Championship, his defense was god awful.
bro?
He was scoring about 40 points a game.
He was scoring points.
But his defense just wasn't there. But the defense has been the majority of the season for the Cowboys. They can't carry you for the whole season.
Exactly.
No,
at some point,
that's
Dak-
not true.
at some
That's
point-
not true.
Hey, at some
That's
point,
not
You
true.
don't think- you
That's
don't
not
think
true, bro.
Parsons
Dak
has been
at some
doing his
point
thing?
Dak
That's
has
not
to
true.
Dak
That's
has to
not
act his
true.
wage. At
Now
some
you
point.
know I don't like Dak. I'm not a fan of Dak. I'm not a fan of Dak. But I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all blame him for this, bro. Everybody,
I'm not blaming for
because
the team.
what all them Cowboys fans was saying at first was the defense, the defense, the defense. Now that people done found the answer to the defense, found out how to slow Parsons down and all of that.
Parsons ain't the
Now
problem.
is Dak.
Now I can blame a few people on that defense.
They not getting to the quarterback.
I can throw D-Law
it's
under the
easy.
bus.
It's easy to win when you get to the
I
quarterback.
can throw some people under the bus.
Look at the New York Giants that won the Super Bowl. They won because they
Pass
can
rush,
get to
for
the
sure,
quarterback,
for sure.
bro. These boys not getting to the quarterback
Because
no more.
one hand
and that's
washes
why
the
they
other.
that's exactly.
One hand
That's
washes
why
the
they
other.
not winning no more. That's simple. That's simple. Every game is won or lost in the trenches, man. I'm a lineman. I can tell you best. It's won or lost in the trenches, bro.
Well,
if
big
you don't
dog.
believe me, go get some bogus
Big
linemen.
dog.
Look
One-
at the Chicago Bears.
One
man.
thing you know, big dog. Hey,
Don't piss me off now.
I ran
And
behind
he
you for
know.
4 years
exactly,
in college.
so he know.
So I already know.
So he know. It's
I
one
can't
loss
do
in the
nothing without
trenches,
them
man.
big boys up front. I already know I ran behind you for 4 years, big dog.
For sure.
You know I know.
So, and I think now, look, I'm gonna give y'all a couple because we definitely got to move on. I'm gonna give y'all a couple teams that I feel like in the NFC that could get in and make some noise. I'm gonna for sure go with the Detroit Lions, man. I just think that offense, that defense ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. But I just feel like, man, in a shoot, they gonna give you a shooter. They gonna give you a run. They could score on anybody.
Jared Goff holding it down.
You feel me? So they go. I feel like if they get in, they could probably make some noise. But that's wrap up my NFC, man. I think that the teams that are in, I gave y'all mines. Give y'all Miguel real quick, man.
Man, the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna say, man, I gotta ride with my brother on this, man. I'm gonna go with the 49ers, man. I think they it right now.
They been there, bro.
So you think they real?
I think they real.
What about Philly?
Philly, I think they solid. I just think that
They ain't been there.
He ain't rocking with
They
Philly,
ain't.
y'all. He ain't rocking with
Nah.
Philly.
I'm going with San Fran, man. I'm going San Fran, NFC.
Okay. What about any sleeper teams? What you think?
Sleepers, I'm gonna ride with you, with Detroit.
Detroit. What you think about them Vikings, man? Because me and Holston already said what we feel about
They,
them boys. They in
they're-
your division.
Yeah, they definitely. I mean, well, Minnesota hands down is controlling the conference with the NFC
sure.
North. Unfortunately, but I just don't, like you said, I just don't think that I'm not sold on them.
I feel
I'm
that.
not sold on them. I honestly feel like if you get that game again, I don't know if they play again this year. If you get Detroit versus Minnesota, I think Detroit gonna give them that business.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't think I'm not sold on the Minnesota defense right now. I love Pat P, future Hall of Famer, like you said. I think he got once his career over, he probably got a good future in golfing, man. I know y'all.
Hey, he be golfing his ass
Yeah,
off.
he do his thing in that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm just not sold on him, man. I know they're gonna make the playoffs, obviously, but I'm just not sold on him, man.
Fact. I feel that. So, well, all right, let's move on to the AFC. Hos, where you at with that, bro?
AFC at the end of the day, I'm gonna go top to bottom, right? The Bills are easily the most talented team.
Facts.
Like the Bills
When they clicking,
is high octane.
yeah, it's crazy.
And it's scary because they don't even have a run game outside of Josh Allen.
It's crazy.
If they ever get a real run game, they're undefeated. Like you can't beat them with a real run game.
Mm-hmm.
But Josh Allen, I feel like we've seen throughout the season where we might have to start tagging him Mr. Do Too Much.
Fact.
Like he tends to
Yeah,
do
I
too
agree.
much.
Yeah.
But that's also not his fault because his coach allows him to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, Chiefs, they've been here before. They know how to turn that thing on. And they starting to turn it on a little bit. Bengals, I'm not going to lie. I didn't think they was going to be back in this point again.
Me either.
I
Me
thought
either.
last year was a fluke.
Me too.
I thought it was some COVID type stuff. I didn't really trust them, bro.
Same.
And hey, Joe Big Money Burrows is in the building, and he finna get that bag. He finna get that bag, bro. I can't wait for him to reset the market. Hopefully, my boy Jackson reset it, but I don't know. And speaking of Jackson, the Ravens, they limping into this thing. They limping into this thing now.
For sure. 10-5.
You know what I'm saying? 10-5. We got to figure it out. We're going to see how they coming. Now, the biggest team that I'm always like a little up and down on is the Chargers. Because you never know what you're going to get. You don't know which Chargers you're going to get. Is it because Chargers, really, if we're going to be honest, the Chargers can be compared to the Cowboys.
Facts. I agree with you. I agree.
From a
I
paper
agree.
standpoint,
I agree.
beautiful on paper.
For sure.
But from a productivity standpoint, I don't like it.
Me either.
I don't like it, bro. Like, they don't produce the way they should produce. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to talk about your boys.
Come on, man.
Duval County,
Do
bro. I'm
what's
going to
right,
talk
bro.
about them big boys.
Do what's right, bro.
Hey, listen, Dougie P got them grooving now.
Yeah, Sersky.
All right, between Dougie P and Lil Duval, I don't know who doing the most to get them over the edge, bro.
Me.
Hey, listen. I was skeptical about the James Robinson trade. I was very skeptical about the James Robinson trade.
Okay.
ETN been balling. Outside of the little foot thing, but he's always had the foot injury. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence gotten comfortable. Zay Jones getting ziggy. Like, he getting jiggy out there for y'all.
Evan
So
Ingram?
I think from Evan Ingram, revamping, rejuvenated his career in Jacksonville. Hey, it's something about fun in the sun now.
Come on,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? So I'm not gonna lie. I like the way Jacksonville look. Now it's gonna be a tough outing, trying to get you a dub in the playoffs. Miami,
We
they
in
just-
right now.
I'm there, yeah. But I'm trying to get that dub. Getting that first
We
round
can
win.
beat anybody, bro.
On any given day, for sure.
Hey,
For sure.
That's a real fan talk.
You gonna get a tough matchup though. Now Miami, listen, I like what Mike McDaniels has done offensively. I love the variations from formations, play calling, the things that he does offensively. The biggest problem with me though is the same way I'm gonna keep that same energy with him that I kept with Hackett. It's a little bit different when you go from calling plays to running the ship. And I'm only talking about that because, hey, this is my first year as a head coach in high school. I've been the lead assistant the last 6, 7, 8 years. But this was my first year, this past year, as the big dog with the big pants on. It was a lot. So now you got to times 100 in the NFL. That's a lot. And I feel like the last 3, 4 years, Miami's defense has been lock and key. They've been locking shit down. This year, they've been up and down, though. Why is that? It's the same players with more pieces on defense. Why they're not producing at the same clip? Because the focus has been on Tua, Hill, Waddle, Mostert, offensive guys. That's not going to win you games in the playoffs.
I feel you. I feel you.
You got to play some defense.
I feel that, bro. For sure. So I'm going to give y'all mine real quick. I'm going to breeze through them. In the AFC, Bills. I think the Bills, like bro said, I agree. They the realest team in the AFC right now. I think that I agree. That defense, I'm a fan of that defense. Ed Oliver, I've always liked him even when he was at Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love that team, bro. And if they were at full strength with Vaughn and my boy Hyde and all them boys, man, whoo-wee, it'd be a problem. Poyer, all those boys, man, it'd be crazy.
For sure.
But as we know, just like you said, we can't sleep on TB12. We can't sleep on that boy P. Mahomes. We can't. You feel me? So we don't know who getting that number one spot in the AFC right now, because the Chiefs and Bills is definitely both got the same record. But the Bills, I believe they beat them once, right?
I believe
Yeah.
So they own that tiebreaker, I believe.
Yeah.
Bengals, I feel like they fake. I'm with Hoes. I didn't see them boys here at this point. You feel me? I didn't think they would be here at all. Now hat goes off to Joe Burrow. Them boys, they put together a great back half of the season for sure. But I ain't see them here. The Ravens, without L. Jack, I don't really know how much noise you're gonna make. Even with them, you don't really. I just feel like in the playoffs for a deep run, they don't really have the pieces. They didn't put the pieces around L. Jack. That's one thing about it. They did not put the pieces around him to have a Super Bowl team, to build a Super Bowl caliber team. They didn't do him that justice. The Chargers, fake. 100% fake to me, man. This is the same team that was hoping for a tie last year so they can get into the playoffs against the Raiders, bro. J-Rob, that's your team. We put the belt on them. We beat them the worst, and we beat anybody this season. The Chargers weak. I don't believe in Justin Herbert. I like Mike Williams. I like the other receiver, my boy Keenan Allen. I like Keenan Allen. The rest of y'all boys over there, man, they got some pieces on
They got
paper.
another dude named Palmer. He pretty solid.
Palmer cold. On paper, they cold. On paper, they cold.
I told you.
In real
In
life,
comparison to they are the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC.
facts. Agreed.
I agree with
Now y'all know the number 4 seed right now, them Duval, Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to say it here first. If we get in, we're going to win it. And I promise you that.
Win what?
The Super Bowl.
That game.
Bro, we can beat. We proved. If we didn't prove any year, we proved this year. We can beat any team, bro.
Oh, so
We
you got
competed. We stayed in the game. We competed with the Chiefs. We almost beat the Chiefs.
Gas.
The Chiefs beat us by what? 9 points. We was winning the game.
A win is a win.
They beat us by facts. We beat the Baltimore Ravens. All these teams, we beat the Chargers. All of the teams that are on top of the AFC, we beat them, bro. Except for the Bills, we didn't play the Bills, and we beat the Bills last year, but that don't count this year. We didn't play the Bills and we didn't play the Bengals. Everybody else that's in the playoffs, we beat them. We beat them. We can play with anybody, bro. That's
Hold on,
all I'm
hold on,
saying.
hold on
is.
real quick,
That's
bro.
all I'm. Hold on, I ain't done. I ain't
Hoes,
done.
get the drink. and
I'm
get
not
whatever
done, bro.
he
Your
may be
team's
smoking.
3-12. You don't even deserve to
He
say
don't get
nothing
no
right here,
more
bro.
drink. He gets no more nothing.
Your team is 3-12,
He
bro.
said Super Bowl.
If we get in, y'all can mark my words. Everybody say I'm tweaking. Mark my. I've been telling y'all all season, and everybody been saying I'm tweaking all season. Hey, I've been yet to have been proved wrong. So at least you could do is give me my respect. I've yet to been proven wrong this whole season. If we get in, we're gonna win, Joe. Trust me on that. Everybody else now, Miami. I like Miami,
I know you do.
but the reason why Miami won't succeed is because Tua not the answer.
Man.
They got everything they need except for a quarterback. That's all they missing is a quarterback. I like the Jets too, but they don't have a quarterback. Patriots play tough ball. They play tough ball, but they're just not there yet. Everybody know they just not there
Not
yet.
this year for sure.
Yeah,
Not
they
with
not there yet.
Matt Patricia calling off.
Yeah, they not there yet. They not there yet. Everybody else, man, I don't know, but yeah, that's for the AFC. That's me. We going to my boy Miguel, man. See what he got.
The AFC, man, I think it's being ran right now by the Bills. I think it goes through the Bills.
For sure, I agree.
goes
We
through the
all in
Bills.
agreement with that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to charm. You know, you guys had some great points, man, and I am in agreement with a lot of things you guys said. So I'm not gonna stay too long on this topic, but like I said, I think the AFC runs through the Bills and the Chiefs right now. As far as my sleepers in the AFC, I know you guys are really not fans of them because of what I just heard, but I think the Bengals are really decent. I think that
I ain't
boy-
mad at it. I ain't
that
mad
boy
at it.
Joey-
I ain't
that
mad
That
at it.
boy Joey B, man. My boy Macaulay Culkin.
Get
That boy,
money.
Hey,
You
hey.
feel me?
I ain't mad at it. I ain't
Crazy
mad at
enough.
it
You
at
get a
all.
healthy, you get that healthy team. You get Mixon. You get a healthy Higgins. You get a healthy Chase. Hey,
P. Ryan.
They can score with
Come
the
on,
best.
man.
They can score with the best, bro.
Hey,
I
man.
ain't mad at it.
them boys are sleepers. The Ravens, I'm not sold. If you don't have LJ, I'm just not sold. I'm not. And even if you did have him, I'm still not sold. You're not gonna beat the Chiefs or the Bills. As far as my boy
Watch he
Cordell
hate.
said,
Watch he hate. Watch he hate. Watch he hate. Watch the hate.
I ain't even there yet, man. Let me get to
okay.
where I need to go.
All right, my fault.
I'm gonna say them for last, man. Miami, I think Miami is nice. I'm gonna say this: they're not where they're not gonna be too much in the AFC right now.
Why? What's their problem?
I like Tua, but Tua needs a little bit more growth. He needs a little bit more.
That's all I've been wanting.
He's not weak though.
Thank
He's
you.
not weak.
Bro.
I'm not joining in on that. I don't think that he's weak. All the fans, Hollywood Underrated Sports, we are not. I'm not saying that he's weak. I just think that he doesn't. He's not gonna be that key piece that gets them over the hump, especially over the Bills and the Chiefs.
Real quick,
So
before you go
now-
on, can I ask you one quick question? Can you win a Super Bowl with Tua?
Alabama won a national championship with him.
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas who won national. It's a lot of people who
Oh,
won
you
national
like that?
championships.
I'm not mad at
You
that,
like
bro.
that?
Hey,
Alabama won a national
it's
championship
a
with him.
lot of people who won national championships don't even start in the league.
As Alabama won a national championship
That don't
with him.
compare to the NFL.
My boy
Can
Miguel
you
being
win?
resourceful.
Can you
Exactly.
win? Can you win a Super Bowl with Tua?
I just answered it with you.
That's you didn't give me a yes
They
or
not
no,
gonna
bro.
win this year, but it's a possibility that could happen.
So is that a yes?
you gonna let me have?
could?
You gonna let me have my segment, or you
So
gonna
is that?
chime
I
in
just
on
want to
it?
know: is that a yes? Can we win a Super Bowl with Tua?
Down the road, possibly. It's possible.
I hope so.
It's possible. Now to go to the AFC South, man, Jacksonville. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Watch the hate.
No, I ain't gonna hate on you. I'm actually gonna congratulate you.
Thank you, bro.
Stop the hate and congratulate. You know what I'm saying? The
He
old
gonna
head told
throw
me
some
that.
heat in there. He
No,
gonna
I'm
get down.
I'm
though.
not. Y'all definitely gonna win that division.
In the words of my nephew, throw confetti, not salt.
Y'all definitely gonna get out of that weak division.
Miguel, see, so I told you he gonna get on me. He gonna get on me always. He always gonna get on me for sure.
Sometimes you gotta take what I say and just gotta appreciate it. I just said y'all gonna get out of
But
that
you
weak
said the
division.
weak
That's a blessing.
division.
That's really giving y'all a little credit. I mean, they weak as hell, bro. You talking about Tennessee, who shaky as hell. Colts and the Texans, they don't even stand a chance.
Bro, Matt Ryan is in that division. Yo, man,
Look,
the split
hey,
joint.
man,
Yo,
cut it
man's
out,
is
cut
there.
It out, cut it out. Cut
real
it out.
mid
Cut
in
it
that
out. he gonna definitely hold on to that.
You got the split Matt Ryan,
Hey,
and he's in the
man.
division.
Shut your mouth, man. They will make the playoffs.
Okay.
Barely. and they would get straight first round. But you know what though, Cordell, it's still a blessing because they made it there.
For sure.
When's the last time they made it?
Y'all, I mean, if we
2018, 17, 18
you guys
season.
are a year ahead.
Went to the
schedule.
AFC
Y'all-
Championship.
Like Ho said, y'all a year ahead of schedule, bro.
I've been saying all year we was
Y'all
gonna win 7
okay.
games. I've been
You-
saying
listen,
for the
you
years we was
have.
gonna win 7
Y'all
games
are
at least
okay.
this year.
It's
You-
a
you
successful
have.
season.
Facts.
Is it not
But
making the
now-
playoffs a successful season?
No, it's successful. We make
For
the
sure.
playoffs.
Because I
especially
don't
this
know-
season.
I
This,
especially
this
wanna-
young team, super young.
Especially
team.
this season, for
I
sure,
know we
for sure.
sipping a little bit. I didn't know if you had a little marijuana somewhere because you said Super Bowl.
I said if we get in, we gonna win. All right, we gonna watch. If we get in, we're gonna win, bro.
Okay.
Don't
think-
let. All right,
I think we need
All
to
right,
stop
y'all
the
can hold me
cap.
to
We
that.
need to stop the cap.
hold
but
me
you know,
to it. Hold me to it. Hold me
I'm
to
not
it.
even gonna hold you to that, bro, because that's like really
Hold me to
irrelevant
it. Hold me to it.
information. Oh, he needs to be
I
glad
can't
that they
wait.
name get
Ooh,
called
I
for the
can't wait.
playoffs. That's it.
I can't
They
wait.
And
gonna
that
make
is
it.
a blessing, bro. Like
They
that
gonna
is.
make
can't
it. That
wait.
They're
division
gonna
just
make
ain't
it.
enough. They're gonna make it.
But my man said he not
can't
taking
wait.
that. He not taking that as a win. He said Super Bowl.
I can't wait.
Oh, okay, but listen.
All my Duval fans, y'all make sure y'all remember this.
Listen. Y'all will make it, and that's a successful season. Okay, Jaguar fans. But I think the AFC is won and lost through the Chiefs and the Bills. Me personally, I'm going with the Bills.
One of them teams could mess with them.
Say the Bills gonna get the monkey off their back.
Hey, so
I think
look,
they gonna
real
get the
quick.
monkey out the
We're gonna go through. We're gonna breeze through this because we got to get through our predictions next. Real quick, I'm gonna ask y'all boys. I'm gonna start with Hoes. We're gonna go around the table. Y'all, 2 Super Bowl teams, AFC, NFC. Who y'all got as a prediction right now? Who y'all putting in the Super Bowl? If we had to pick a Super Bowl right now, what's the teams y'all putting in there? Is you ready, Hoes? If not, I can start
ready.
myself.
I'm ready.
All right, bet we're gonna go Hoes, McGill, myself. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Bills, just because I do feel like they finally gonna get that monkey off their back.
For sure.
What is this? What, year 4, year 3?
Yeah,
So it's about that time
yeah,
for Josh Allen.
for sure.
And as much as I don't think they ready, they got a hot hand in the dice game, and I hope they don't blow it. I'm gonna go Eagles.
Like that. So
I
you
think
said
that'll
Bills,
be a
Eagles?
really dope matchup.
Crazy. Super Bowl party at my house too, y'all boys, if y'all want to come through.
For sure.
Talk heavy.
Miguel, what you got?
I'm just gonna mess the whole thing up. I'm gonna go Bills like hoes.
Okay.
49ers.
I
NFC.
wanted to do that. but
Okay. I ain't
don't
mad
know.
at that.
49ers in the NFC.
Purdy ain't that Purdy.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna give y'all
man.
first off the rip. I gotta give y'all my bias pick. If we get in, I'm going Jags Eagles. If we don't get in, I'm going KC Eagles. Kansas City Chiefs versus Eagles. My Super Bowl pick. Off the rip, I think everybody got some great picks though, man. I would be interested to see all of those games that we picked, bro. Everybody had a different game, but we all had the Eagles. So if the Eagles get bounced, woo, that's gonna shake things up, baby.
Shaking the table.
For sure. All right, man. Let's get into so as we all know, man, we're gonna start a little bit different this time, man, because as we know, these college football playoffs are starting up this weekend, man, on New Year's Eve, man. So we're gonna start our predictions out there with we're gonna dabble a little bit in this, man. Obviously, we got in that Fiesta Bowl, we got TCU, number 3 ranked TCU versus number 2 Michigan. And then in the Chick-fil-A Bowl, we got number 4 Old State versus number 1 Georgia. We're going to go around. We're going to start with you, Miguel. Who you got in this Fiesta Bowl, man? TCU versus Michigan. Who you taking, bro?
Michigan.
Michigan easily?
Easily.
Holes, what about you?
Yeah, listen, I like Mac Duggan. I think we talked about it during the championship week, and Mac Duggan, bro, it's something about him, man, I like. But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Michigan, they got some pieces, man.
For sure.
And we know the fans don't know, but I'm a Buckeye fan. I go every year. You know what I'm saying? I've been a
he
Buckeye
is,
fan
man.
since the first time I watched Eddie George play. So it's been since the end. It's been up. It's up and it's stuck with me in the Buckeyes. All right, I've been in the shoe, lit. You know what I'm saying? So I love it.
Unfortunately, he is an Old State fan, everybody. So, yeah, you going with Michigan on that one?
For sure.
All right, cool. So I'm going to rock with Michigan, too, on that. I just don't think TCU got enough. I think Michigan definitely got some pieces, and it's going to go down, man. So I bet, Miguel, we got the Chick-fil-A Bowl, Old State versus Georgia. Who you got in that, bro?
Georgia. Hands down.
Easily.
Hands down.
We're gonna go to the O State fan. Who you got, bro?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Is this a bias? Is this
That's
a biased
all I'm-
pick, bro?
I mean, if you want to call it bias, you can say that. That's all I'm gonna say. This game gonna be closer than y'all think.
Who you
all I'm
got
saying.
though? Who
That's
you
all I'm
got?
saying.
You got to pick
I'm-
one.
I'm never going against the grain.
Facts.
I'm never going against the grain.
Facts.
Come
All
on,
right,
bro.
bet. So I'm gonna tell y'all this. I got Georgia. I don't even think I got Georgia by a landslide. I don't think Ohio State gonna score 10
That's
points.
all I'm gonna say.
I'm
This
with you.
this Georgia team ain't like last year's Georgia team.
They
That's
gonna
all
beat y'all
that's
like
all
they
I'ma
was
throw it
last
out
year's
there.
Georgia team.
Hey, remember, styles dictate fights.
And they gonna put so much belt to ass because C.J. Stroud is not the answer.
Hey, listen,
And you know that.
Styles dictate
Can
fights.
you win a natty with C.J. Stroud?
Yes.
Stop it, bro.
We won a natty with a quarterback who hadn't started the
Stop,
game
bro.
since his fucking sophomore year. of high school.
He better than Stroud.
No, stop it.
I got Georgia beating them boys. I don't think O State gonna score 10 points. That's just me.
Whoa, Disrespect.
And I'm being honest with you,
we
bro.
got the best receiver in the country,
Yeah, but you don't got a quarterback to get him to
and they
beat him.
don't have the best secondary in the country.
Oh my God! All
But
right,
like I
bet.
said,
We gonna
styles
see.
dictates fights.
All right, bet. So look, if y'all, you could check that game out this Saturday, 7 p.m. New Year's Eve, where you getting turned up, doing
Prime
your
time.
thing, prime time game. Go
Prime
ahead,
time.
go and check that
Hey,
out.
speaking of prime time, speaking of Coach Prime, hey, listen, I'm coming.
Man, look,
Is that
I'm
what?
coming.
That's your old state. That's your old state.
I'm coming. No. This is me paying homage
Oh yeah,
To-
yeah.
to the GOAT of all DBs
Mm-hmm.
and working his way into that legendary status as a coach
Mm-hmm.
who's a trendsetter. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of hating going on the last couple
A
weeks
lot of
Mhm.
because he took his talents to greener pastures.
to Boulder.
Okay,
Boulder,
and there's nothing
Colorado.
wrong with that. You know, but at the end of the day, he's coming.
Facts.
I talked to my cousin earlier today. Hey, when you ready to book them flights to go watch what's going on in Boulder?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Denver lover. I love Denver. I travel there often. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm gonna say is that I'm coming
Facts.
to Boulder, Colorado.
That's
Facts.
what's up.
All right,
Facts.
that's all I'm saying.
And while we on that topic, man, shout out Ed Reed, man, for becoming the head
For
coach
sure.
at Bethune-Cookman, man. HBCU. We told y'all.
Yeah.
Miguel gave y'all some great jewels. He dropped some amazing jewels on y'all about what Prime did for that. I dropped
sure.
some amazing jewels on what Prime did for that, man. And we gonna speak on that a little bit later on a different time. But
sure.
man, shout out Ed Reed. This is the door that Prime opened.
This is so big, man.
This is the first of many. Don't be surprised when you see more of our legendary players and legendary coaches taking jobs at HBCUs, man. Ed Reed, one of the best safeties to ever play the game. One of the
Facts.
best players, period, to ever play the game.
Facts.
Took a head coaching job at Bethune-Cookman, man. That's legendary,
That
man.
is,
And the
man.
funny
Thank
part
you,
about
Prime.
it is, if people wasn't keeping doors closed, Prime, Ed Reed, Eddie George wouldn't have had the opportunity to bless HBCU.
Facts.
But that's a whole nother conversation that I'm
Facts.
not gonna get into.
Facts. We gonna start.
I'm not gonna get into.
We gonna start next week's show off with that. We gonna talk about these HBCUs,
Facts.
and we gonna give y'all the in-depth view, our opinion of what Prime actually did, because we ain't really had time to talk on that, speak on that like that.
On that
We gonna
portal.
spend a
How
lot-
you been hitting that portal?
For sure, we gonna spend a lot of time on that next episode for sure, man.
Facts.
But shout out Ed Reed, man, for sure. So let's get into these our NFL predictions, man, before we wrap it all up, man, for this week.
Best
For this
time-
week, we
best
already
time
gave
to
y'all our
pod.
playoff predictions. So as of now, we got Miguel said we gonna have a Michigan versus Georgia, college football national championship. Ho said we got O State versus Michigan
Yeah,
in the
best
championship.
rivalry in college football.
And
Get that rematch.
Michigan already beat O State, beat the brakes off O State once.
It happens.
So they'll beat the brakes off them again.
It happens.
And I say we gonna have Michigan, Georgia.
That beat us one time in 12
Cool.
years. Congratulations. My bad, 2 times. 2 times 12 years. My bad.
For sure. Let's get into these NFL predictions, man, though, so we can wrap this thing up, man. We got the first game of the week. We got the Thursday night game. We got the Dallas Football Cowboys versus the Tennessee Titans.
Football Cowboys.
We're gonna start. Hose, who you got there?
I got Dallas, man. You know, listen, the Titans are readjusting. I like Malik Willis. I think he's going to be really good in the future. But right now, that ain't it, Chief.
For sure.
Now,
For sure.
we can never count out Derrick Henry, but I feel like the Cowboys got something to prove.
I ain't mad at that. Miguel, where you going with this one, my boy?
Man, you know I'm a low key Dallas fan.
For sure. We put the belt on them, but it's cool.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I just don't think Tennessee got enough for him.
Yeah.
I think not with Malik Willis behind them. holding it down as far as a starting quarterback. I think Dallas got enough with it.
Young boy.
They got enough to pull this one out. Dallas all day.
So look, with me being an AFC South guy, Jacksonville Jaguars, rare form, I'm going with the Cowboys on this because
Shout out. Yes. That
like I
boy's a
told y'all
Dallas
last
fan.
week when I went with Houston over the Titans and Houston beat them boys, I need them to lose as many as they can
For sure.
so we can get in these playoffs. So Dallas, y'all got a fan in me this week, man. Do your thing. Dak. If you want to earn my respect, please ball out this week, my boy.
Playoffs.
You feel me? I'm trying to get in there, Dak. Come on, man. Next game, we got the Arizona J.J. Wattless Cardinals versus the former Miguel favorite team, Matt Ryan, Atlanta Falcons. Who you got, host?
I'm going to withhold my opinion because this is the Bumbo.
Man, you got to pick one, bro. Come on now. We keep a tally of these
You
predictions.
got a coin?
Loser got to do something.
Do you have a coin?
Nah, I don't have a coin. On
If
me.
you had a coin, I say you flip it for me.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
you
Just
can pick
pick
it
one.
for me.
Just toss up.
But
Pick one.
you
You
know
got to
what,
pick one.
If you was a betting man, if you were a betting man,
Who you picking?
I'm going to take the Falcons.
Falcons?
Healthier team.
Miguel, where you going with it, bro?
AZ.
And I ain't lying mad at the healthier team. That's lit for sure.
That was big, but I'm going with AZ. I think their defense is a little bit better. I think they can hold them up.
You gonna go with AZ?
Yep.
Ooh,
Arizona.
we with the third string?
With the third string.
I ain't mad at that. I'm gonna go with Atlanta for the simple fact that I just don't believe in them AZ Cardinals no more because they don't believe in themselves. Next game we got Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots. Hoes, where we going, bro?
That is an interesting game.
Facts.
This is what I'm going to say. I don't think Tua going to play.
Mm-mm.
I rock with Bridgewater. But I don't think Bridgewater got enough with that New England defense.
Yep. I'm agreeing.
I ain't mad at
I'm
that.
gonna stay
I
right
agree.
there. New England
So you
defense is
going
low
New
key
England?
decent.
New England?
Yeah, I'm going New England.
Okay, what about you, Miguel?
He couldn't have said it better. New
New
England.
England.
If no tour, New England.
Great points, but I'm gonna believe in my boy Teddy B.
Teddy B.
Teddy B gonna get the job done, man. Speed kills, man. It's gonna be hard to get me to pick against Miami because of that speed, man. I'm going Miami all day. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Hoes, what's the deal?
Hey, listen, man, let the good times roll. So I'm gonna say, let the good times roll. At the end of the day, who's playing quarterback for the Saints?
I don't know.
don't know.
Andy Dalton.
We
who?
don't
I
know.
don't know.
I mean, right now it's looking like my boy going back there.
J-Mo?
No, not J-Mo.
Ooh.
What's my boy the H-back
Taysom
now?
Hill?
He been playing more quarterback snaps lately.
Man, they need to put J-Mo in, man.
All right,
If they put
so-
J-Mo in, I'm picking them.
Listen, I'm not counting against. Now, if J-Mo play, that's a little different, but I'm not counting against the Eagles right now.
Philly?
Yeah, Philly.
What you got, my
I'm
boy?
going with Philly, boy.
Philly?
Your boy. What's your boy's stash name?
Gardner
What's his name?
Minshew Magic, baby.
That boy threw for 350
Minshew a beast.
plus.
Minshew can start on a lot of these teams out here, man.
Hey,
Minshew can start. He's a
Minshew.
baller, bro.
Money
he
Minshew.
made me a believer.
The
For
only
sure.
reason we traded Minshew was because we had Trevor Lawrence. We had the
sure.
number one pick.
For sure.
Other than that, he'd be our number one still. I'm going with my boy Minshew as well, man. Minshew, I rock with you heavy, my boy. I don't rock with them little jorks you was wearing. Them joints was a little too short.
Facts.
But you as a player, bro, I rock with you, man. I'm going Philly all day.
Facts.
Next game, we got, the Miguel Matt Ryan Colts versus
When you
the
gonna
New
let this
York
go? This gonna be
Football
all
Jets.
season?
You got the split joint. I can't never
It's
let
gonna
that
be
go.
all season, bro.
After I seen you with
so
that
you really
split.
got our fans thinking that I'm out here rocking this
fam,
joint.
look, when
And I'm coming out the whip into the podcast with that joint on.
What I
I'm
look
walking-
like? What I look like?
Like I'm walking, like you know, hey, be getting ready for the game. They walk through the tunnel. That's my tunnel fit. The split, Matt Ryan. I'm coming to the pod. I'm coming to record with that Matt on. Man, stop it, bro.
Hey, look, he'll
Hey,
never,
man,
he'll
cut it
never
out.
pull up with the split on.
I'm never gonna do it.
After I put him on blast, he never gonna bring it out the house. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna ask his wife to send us a picture of the split joint in the closet.
Simone know
The
better.
question is this: is it an oversized split jersey?
I don't know.
That's
I
the
just
real
see him
question.
ordering.
Then
I
hoes
don't know.
gonna chime in.
That's
I
the
don't know
real
what
question.
cat it. I just know he got the split.
If it's a 3X or 4X,
Get to the predictions, bro. Get to the predictions.
Hey, little bro, go check his closet. Send us a picture of the
Hey,
split
man.
joint, please, bro.
You better stay out of
Please.
my room, Brandon.
He said the 49ers is weak,
Niggas
Brandon.
get shot for less.
Please go send us a picture of the split joint, man. Please, bro. Who you got, hoes? 49ers? I'm sorry. The Colts versus the Giants. Who you got, bro?
Coach, they ain't got themselves. So why would I pick them?
Ooh, that
You
could.
could-
I'm taking Danny Dimes.
Danny
Danny
Dimes
Dimes and the
Daniel
Barclays.
Dimes.
Danny Dimes and the Barclays.
For sure. Who you got, Miguel?
You said the Colts and who?
And the
Giants.
Giants.
Oh, that's hands down. I'm going Giants.
He only doing that because Matt Ryan got benched.
The Barclays.
Shut up, man. Shut your mouth.
hey, nah. Look,
Shut your
I'm
mouth.
going with the New York Football Giants as well. I hope everybody in the division besides the Jaguars lose. So, of course, I'm going with the Football Giants. Next game, we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Buccaneers. Now, this game is a big
I'm
game
telling you.
Yes.
because they both right now they're tied for the division. Or wait, the Bucks beat them once, so they own the tiebreaker. But they
Yeah.
got the same record, so whoever win this could potentially win the division.
Where they at?
They in Tampa Bay. They in Tampa Bay.
That
Hoes,
might be
where
the
you going?
difference.
This is a tough one.
It
For
is.
sure, it's tough. They in Tampa Bay.
As we talked about earlier, I can't bet against TB12. But Carolina defense been balling.
For
man.
sure,
They got some young gunners on that
for sure,
defense.
100%.
But some tell me TB12 is gonna pull it out. He gonna get this thing rolling though.
So you going Bucks?
I'm going Bucks.
Miguel, where you going, my brother?
Man, you couldn't say it best, man. Carolina, man, they been balling lately, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But like he said, if I was a betting man, I'm not putting my money against TB12. You'd be crazy.
Yeah, especially in crunch time like this, man. When it's
And
time
they
to clutch up,
They actually got a slight chance of making the playoffs, don't they?
whoever win
Division
the
leader
division
gonna
gonna make it. And they both got the same record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bucks on the
Well, you know,
tiebreaker.
that right there, you just said it. That right there alone with that on the line,
Yeah.
TB12.
It's clutch
Bucks.
time. I don't like Brady, but I can't go against him, man. I'm going Bucks as well. Oh man, next game. Shout out my boy Corey Blackford. The next game we got the Denver Let's Ride Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh,
Let's
where
ride.
you going?
Let's ride. No, I would never. At the end of the day, man, Pete Mahomes is this like target practice. This
Ooh,
target practice.
dots all
bro.
over the place, huh?
You know what I'm saying? You get a dot on his open run free. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I would never.
My boy going Chiefs. Where you going, Miguel?
Chiefs.
Same here, Chiefs. We can scoop past that one.
Yeah.
Ain't no. Ooh, next game we got the Chicago Bears versus the Detroit Lions. Where you going, host?
You know what? I'm going to go Detroit because I feel like they need it.
Mm-hmm.
And I
still in
feel
the
like
hunt.
they know they shit the bed last week
Mm-hmm.
because they shouldn't have lost the way they lost last week.
Yeah.
But I think this week they're going to get back because they still in the hunt. And I
Facts,
think
for
they
sure.
can taste a little bit, man. Shout out Dan Campbell. I thought he was going to be a joke of a
He's
coach.
a great
I
coach.
did too.
I thought he
great
was going to be a
coach.
joke of a coach. But he's figured it out, and that energy,
Real
it's something about
motivator.
good
It rubs
energy,
off
bro.
on him.
He a real
Yeah, for sure.
motivator for sure.
Man, for sure.
Where you going, Miguel?
Man,
These
it
your
hurts.
boys.
You know it hurts me to say.
What? 2 weeks in a
But
row?
But you know, I take pride in being just a real dude, bro. I gotta be real, a realist.
He is a real dude. One of the realest I know for sure.
I'm gonna go with Detroit, bro.
And it take a lot of realness to go against your team.
It hurt me, Chicago.
Cause I can't. I'm gonna be fake to the end if that's the
It
case.
hurt me,
'cause-
Chicago, but I'm gonna go with Detroit, man.
Hey.
Detroit got a little bit more on them. They got a little bit more on the line, man. I think they got a great head coach behind them, and that quarterback is baller. He's spinning that thing. So Detroit.
For sure, man. Shout out my Detroit family, man. Shout out my brother Mike, man. Happy birthday, happy birthday, little bro. I'm big bro. You little bro. Happy birthday,
Mike.
bro. Happy birthday, bro. Today is
Yes, sir.
birthday, man. I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions, man, on this one. I don't think that the Bears got enough. In the near future, I feel like they will, but right now them Lions been hot, man.
Yeah.
They been hot, man. And they in Detroit, it might get ugly. They put the belt on us, so I gotta go with them. You know what I mean? Next game, we got Cleveland Browns versus the Washington Commanders, man. Hoes, what's up?
I mean, at this point, I feel like this is another coin toss of a game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Washington.
Mm.
I like their defense a little better,
Mm.
and I feel like it's tough jumping in on the back end of the season for Deshaun Watson. I feel like this is just more of about him showing his resilience to finish the season,
Mm-hmm.
not really productivity standpoint. And like I said earlier, it's something about the little moxie that Heineke has, but I mean, he also might not start this week. So that might change my pick, but I'm gonna go with Washington right now.
For sure. Miguel, what's up?
I'm going with your boy, man, Deshaun Watson. I got a little faith in him.
Yes, sir.
That
Finally.
running game, I think their defense can hold up. going with Cleveland.
Yasirski, finally, man, my boy, the Cleveland. I'm going with the Cleveland Deshaun Watson Browns as well, man. Finally, I feel like he got a matchup he can really expose. Because, Miguel been exposing me. I've been telling him I think Deshaun going to go crazy, but he been telling me, like, come on, bro, he rusty. This the week, Miguel, bro.
It's the week.
This the week, bro. This the week.
What he 3-4 weeks in now?
Yeah, bro. He gonna throw. He gonna throw
might
about
be the time.
300. He gonna throw about 300.
Come on
Three of
now,
them
minus
things.
100 of that. Minus 100.
Something around there. He gonna clown.
Say 300 a lot
He
now.
gonna
big
clown.
dog.
He gonna clown. He gonna
Put a little bit
clown,
too
man.
much on him.
Hey, next game, we got them Jacksonville Duval Jaguars, baby, going against the Houston Texans, man. Hoes, where you going?
Nah, I'm gonna say this. The Texans
we
have
go.
been a tough out every game.
Yeah, they scrappy. Okay.
Every single listen, they're a lot tougher than I ever thought they'd ever be. But I can't put my money on a guy called Davis Mills.
Let's go.
Yeah, you right.
go.
Davis
He's
Mills.
100%
So you going
right.
Duval, right? Duval.
I'm gonna go Duval.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. What's up, Miguel? Come on, bro.
Going Duval.
See,
I'm
it's a
going
good week.
Duval.
This is a good week.
I think they know what they got to
It's a good
say.
week.
I think they know that they got to win out to get in this joint.
They
It's a
young and
good
thugger.
week.
They young
Yeah.
and thugger.
Y'all don't even got to ask me who
But
I'm going
I
with.
definitely think it's gonna be a good game.
For sure.
I honestly think it's gonna be one of the best games to actually watch. If y'all actually can,
Agreed.
if y'all
I'ma
can
be
chime
honest.
into that.
I'm going to be honest. The Texans beat us earlier this season at the end of the game, man. So we owe them one, man. I think we're going to beat them by 2 scores. That's just me. I'm going to call it how I see it, but I think we're going to win this game for sure.
Okay.
It might be a little closer than 2 scores, but I think we're going to come out. It's going to be a scrappy game for sure. Them Texans, they fighting, man. Them boys is fighting. They balling, man. They got a bright future ahead. They keep playing like this for sure. Lovie Smith got them boys turned up.
Facts.
But I'm going with the Duval Jags for sure. Next game, kicking off the afternoon games. We got the 49ers, your brother team, Brandon team. We got the 49ers versus the
Facts.
Las Vegas Raiders, man. We're going to swing this way. We'll start with Miguel. Where you going, bro?
49ers, bro.
49ers, hands down?
Hands down.
Okay. Hoes, what's the word?
I'm gonna go the same way, man. The Raiders just can't get right, bro.
I feel
They
that.
can't get right, man.
I feel that. I'm gonna swing the other way, man. I'm going Las Vegas, man. I've been a believer in the Raiders all season. Y'all know that. I like David Carr. I like Devontae. I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this
Shout
one,
out to
man.
Josh Jacobs.
Third string going to eventually fall off the wagon, man. We got next game. We got the New York Jets, who we just put the belt on last week, versus the Seattle Seahawks. Miguel, what's the word?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Jets just seem like they just lost.
They falling
just-
apart.
They didn't fell apart, bro. They lost their momentum, they lost their mojo. I love that boy Sauce. We can't hold it down
Sauce
for the
Gardner.
whole defense. So I'm going with who is it?
The Jets versus
The
Seahawks.
Seahawks. I'm going
I think
Seahawks.
White back, the quarterback. I think he
That's
back this
where I
week,
was
right?
going. That's where I was going with this.
Okay. Where you going with this? Ho?
So I'm gonna hedge my bet on this one. If Mike White starts,
Can't do that.
I'm gonna go Jets. All right, I gotta pick one.
Miguel did that last. We can't do that.
I'm gonna go Jets.
He's-
Jets.
I'm gonna go Jets.
I like that.
I'm
I'm
going
going. I'm going Seahawks, man. I don't know. If with or without Mike White, them boys cook, man. I'm going with Geno, man. Pro Bowler, man. Shout out Geno Smith, man.
Shout out Gino.
Next game. We got a division game, man. We got the Minnesota terrible 12-3 or whatever they are Vikings versus the Green Bay scrapping to get in playoffs. Packers. Who y'all taking, Miguel? Who you got?
I'm gonna throw a loop. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
I ain't mad at that, man. Green Bay fighting. They
go
life
Green
on the
Bay.
line. They life on the
I'ma
line,
go
bro.
Green Bay on
They
this
life
one.
on the line.
Hey,
What's
we,
up, ho?
we gonna agree.
Yeah.
It's something about Aaron Rodgers on his back against
Yep.
the wall.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going Green Bay.
Hey,
on
I ain't going against y'all boys. Y'all got a friend in me with this one. I'm going Green Bay as well, man. Next game we got the Los Angeles Rams versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Miguel, where we going?
I'm going with Josh Herbert. I'm going with Chargers.
Chargers?
Yeah.
Ooh, where you going, hoes?
It's funny. This is like the battle of the shared stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
They share the same stadium, but I think you know what? Now Baker Mayfield gets a little knocked down to regular life again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And my boy Derwin not suspended for that hit that he put on yesterday, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for that. So I'm gonna go Chargers.
Chargers?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers.
I'm gonna rock with my boy J-Lo Ram on this. Jalen Ramsey, man. My dog. I'm gonna
Your
go
boy
with
Baker
them.
Mayfield.
Nah, you know.
Basically, that's who you ride on.
Yeah, I bet. Shout out Baker, man.
Yeah.
Baker, turn up this week, bro.
Don't
I'm
be
going with
rude.
Baker Mayfield and the Rams, man. Let's go. Sunday night, we got the Pittsburgh Trash Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Shout out Kimani, man. Them boys is weak in Pittsburgh, brother. Who you going with, Miguel?
Baltimore.
Baltimore?
I just can't.
You going
see
with your
it.
great
I
view,
can't-
great
can't
value version of
I
Lamar?
can't see it. I can't see it with Pittsburgh, man. They hard to watch. They hard to watch. Any betting man, yeah, whatever Vegas put that under on, y'all need to put that under on that score, because them teams ain't gonna score a lot. This is gonna
feel
be
you.
one of the trashiest games to watch, but I'm going with Baltimore.
And it's prime time Sunday night, bro.
I'm telling
You
you,
not watch, so I can say
I'm
you
not
watching
watching it, but I'm going with Baltimore.
Miguel was waiting for the flex option. He
Exactly.
waiting for the flex option this week.
hey, on FanDuel, we hitting under.
Hey, what's up, hoes? Where you going? This boy Miguel,
Hey,
wow, man.
I'm going against the grain. I'm going Steelers, bro.
You going
Only
Pittsburgh?
because if it's gonna be an ugly game. Like the Ravens haven't scored much. You know what I'm saying? Since Jack been out,
Facts.
and you can't bet against Najee and them guys. They're gonna find a way. It's gonna be an ugly game, bro.
And I'm going ugly game. It might rain, be muddy, snow,
You never
something
know in that
this
division.
game, man. I'm going Baltimore though, man. I like Hundley. I don't know if L Jack back or not, but I'm going with them Baltimore Ravens in this one.
If I'm L Jack, I don't play another game.
Facts. They ain't paid me
Hold
yet.
out. It's over.
They ain't paid me yet.
My
I'm-
cleats in the attic.
Facts.
I'm cool with Baltimore, man. Last game of the week to wrap it up, man. Monday night game. We got a good one. We got them Buffalo Bills versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Miguel, where you starting, bro?
Going with the Bills, man. That's gonna be a game, though.
Bills?
Oh my god.
You think it's
that's
gonna be
a
close, or
game.
you say Bills
That's
by a
gonna be
couple
close.
scores? Close.
That ain't no blowout. Even if it do happen to turn the other way, there ain't nobody getting blown out in this one. It's
They
gonna be a
both got
scrap.
firepower.
This is
feel
definitely
you.
gonna be a scrappy game, but I'm going with Bills.
Bills, hoes, where you going, bro?
Hey, we've been agreeing for most of this. I'm going against the grain again.
Okay.
I'm going. Listen, hey, Joe get money Burrows. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely get some money.
Jamar, I chase the bag. Listen, he gets to it. He
Mhm.
healthy. He back.
Don't forget about T now.
I don't know. Listen. I like T. You know what I'm saying?
And
Throw
he
it up
in the
Higgins.
contract here.
Facts.
Yeah, he balling.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And Mixon and P. Ryan, beautiful combo.
Facts. Lightning and thunder, honestly.
Listen, defense very underrated in Cincy. I think they just gonna find a way.
Cincy?
I got Cincy.
I'm going Buffalo Bills, baby. All day long. I think the Buffalo Bills gonna wash them boys, honestly.
Ooh.
Now when I say wash in this game, I don't think nobody getting blew out. When I say a wash,
score?
I'm saying two score,
Two
like
score?
a 10-point, not even a
Yeah,
14, like
yeah,
a
for
10-point. You feel me? And it might come late in the game.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm gonna rock with the Bills. The Bengals are at home for this one, though. But I'm gonna rock with the Bills, man. But man, like I said, that was the last game of the week, so that means that was the last segment, the last, wrap up, little closing segments of the show. Y'all boys got any closing statements before we get up out of here?
I do, man. I do. Man, if y'all ain't been following us, please do, man. We out here giving these people what they want to hear. We hitting trending topics consistently. We on y'all heads. We are now on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Let's start booming. Let's get them numbers up, man. Let's start liking, commenting, and subscribing to that joint, man. We steady giving y'all weekly content. We're gonna steady put the foot on these people's neck, man, and hit on these trending topics that a lot of people don't even be chiming on, man. That's what we do here, Highly Underrated Sports, and we chime on things like boxing, underrated schools like Division 3s, NAIAs, Division 2s, man. We do our thing. So that's all I got to say, man.
For sure, man. Everybody looking for the bang for their buck at their job, man. Put them AirPods in, give us a listen, I feel like you're going to enjoy this thing thoroughly.
For surely. To relay off what Miguel said, man, you can catch us on Instagram at Highly Underrated Sports, Twitter at Highly Underrated Sports, YouTube, same thing, Highly Underrated Sports, man. We posting pods. You can find us also on the website, www.highlyunderatedsports.com. You can catch all the shows and plenty of more content on any and every one of those things, man. The website has the most content, man. So when you get a chance, check us out, man. Until then, Oh, my bad. My
I'm
boy
gonna
Miguel.
chime in
said something.
though. I'm gonna let y'all know, man. We got something good coming for y'all in the near future, man. We closing out 22, but we opening up 23 on a positive note. And we're gonna come with merch. We're gonna come with a lot of different things. We're gonna hit y'all with visuals sometime soon, man. Just be chiming in, man. Looking forward to that.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm just, at the end, ain't nothing else left to say to that. But man, thank y'all for tuning in to another week of the Highly Underrated Sports Podcast. And we out, man.